Hello everyone, hello, how is everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? Hello, Nova, hello. I am doing good. I had dinner, I had some duck and some rice, and I am energized. I am not tired, so hopefully, even though what happened yesterday is that we did lose our Pokemon Diamond Nuzlocke. Yes, I did int, I won't lie. I 100% inted. But the good things did come from that, right? Now we're able to get a shiny. I guarantee... Oh, well... I was gonna say I'm not gonna... Do I guarantee we're gonna get a shiny? We're gonna get something. Am I sure it's going to be a shiny? No. But I'm confident it's going to be something decent, right? It should be fine. We should get someone pretty freaking good. Hopefully it's someone good. I really do hope, because if it's not, that's going to be a little bit tragic. I do want someone at least usable. That would be really nice. So we are going to prey on some RNG, right? We are going to prey on some RNG. We are shiny hunting today for a shiny starter. Hopefully everything works out and we just get a shiny starter without any problems. But if that doesn't happen, we might cry. And I really hope we don't, right? I kind of do want to get it just to guarantee, just to guarantee that we get something. I do want something. It would be really nice. Aside from that, I'm not really sure what we're going for, right? I'm not 100% sure what we're going for, but we will see. I just want one starter, right? I just want to see a starter that's decent. I do want to see a decent shiny starter. Hopefully the game will bless me and give me, that shiny starter. Because if we don't, that would not be... It wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be great. I just want a shiny starter. Let's be honest here. I just want a shiny starter. So if that can happen, that'd be great. Then let's aim for a shiny starter. Hello, Sai. Hello, Ty. What's up, Goku? Welcome. Hello, Angel. Hello. Yes, we are going to be aiming for a shiny. I don't know what shiny it is. We want a shiny Chikorita. But I will take any shiny at this point. I'll be completely honest. Any shiny that comes out, I will happily take it. I could care less if the shiny is literally a shiny Totodile now. I just want a shiny. Game, can you bless me with an amazing shiny? I would absolutely love that. I would love a shiny. Mostly a shiny freaking, preferably a shiny, Chikorita. But if you give me a shiny Cyndaquil, I'm not going to say no. I'm a big fan of Cyndaquil too. That would be really cool. Either or, I would take both. Hello. Yes. Give me a sec. I had to wait for streams like 5 minutes into stream or something around that, just to make sure the program doesn't freaking break. Hopefully it doesn't break this time. Watch me turn it on and it doesn't break. But yes. Let me turn the program on because, as you know, before I turned it on before and it didn't work. So hopefully it works now. But what's up, Shin? Hello. What's up, Sai? All right. So yes, we are gonna be shiny hunt today. I just want something. Game, if you're really cool, game, Give me a second. Give me a sec. It's not on. It's not on. Give me one moment. It's like it's loading up. Once you see the pink outlines, you know the program's working. Wait, there's no pink. Oh, no, there is. There's the pink outline. I'm like, once you see the pink outline, it should be working now. All right, I can do a check. Give me a sec. Let me do a quick check. And, did the quick check not work? Hello? Hello? Quick check? Did it not work? Hello? Oh, great. I absolutely love when the program literally doesn't work at all. I absolutely love that. We love when a program doesn't work whatsoever. But yes, what's up? Give me a sec. Let me just chat and then hopefully it'll fix itself. It'll probably fix itself. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Give me a minute. What's up? You're making nuggets today with special seasoning and popcorn with different varieties and some cow stew. Ooh, that sounds so nice. And then some chocolate fondue. Chocolate fondue does seem really nice. That seems really nice. That does seem really nice. That seems delicious, actually. I would love that. Like, that would taste so good. All right. Hopefully, maybe this reset will work. If it doesn't, what did Twitch do? Why is it, like, broken 90% of the time? Nope, it literally is utterly busted. It is absolute... Wait. Why is it... Why? Why is it busted? That should not be busted at all. Hello? Is there another update that they released? Okay, give me a moment. Let me check. Graded, throwing, system. Why does it brick every single stream? That is really, really stupid. It should not brick this hard. Yeah, there hasn't been an update. Hello? I love when the program absolutely bricks itself. That's the greatest part. When a program stops working, that's when it gets so fun. The Twitch throwing system, it's completely bricked right now. I don't know what's happening. We'll find out, right? We'll find out, but we'll figure it out later. Okay, there you go. You're also having them chicken nugget seasoning. We love chicken nuggets here. Some pig leg, and then, that's nice. We do like pig leg. You're also drinking pineapple juice with cinnamon, whipped cream, butterscotch soda. Ooh, butterscotch soda is so good. I do like butterscotch soda a lot. I am a big fan of butterscotch soda. So yes, butterscotch soda is very, very nice. Big fan, by the way. I like butterscotch candy too. So butterscotch like soda is like a buy one get one free for me. I freaking love it. All right, if it bricks now, that would be great. That would be absolutely great if it bricks now. Yep, okay, it's completely broken. I don't know what Twitch did. I really don't know what Twitch did. But they messed something up. Give me a... Alright. They completely bricked it. Yeah, they actually completely bricked it. I have no idea. I have no idea how to fix it. I'll check after stream. Maybe it'll reconnect. Hopefully it'll just reconnect with no problems. If not, then we'll find out later. I really don't know. But you know what? Let's have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. Let's hop on to freaking, let's hop onto Pokemon and just try and hunt. Because this is just going to be a chat, just chatting stream. Anyways, nothing is going to change. So you know what? Why not? Dead by Daylight today. No, we are not playing Dead by Daylight. Yes, Dead by Daylight. I did see very fun, very cool new characters. We do love that. Don't get me wrong. I love the new characters. Freaking anime. What was it? Anime freaking It wasn't Tokyo Ghoul. Five Nights at Freddy, not anime. Five Nights at Freddy. We do like Five Nights at Freddy. There isn't anything wrong with that. But I just want a shiny, right? I really just want a shiny. So we are going to be hunting for a shiny day. We are going to be hunting for a shiny. Let me hop over and adjust a few things. And hopefully my programs don't utterly destroy itself. That would be great. Let's do this. Okay, let's turn this off first. And then turn this on. Beautiful. Right there. We click this. I close this. And then I shrink myself down. And now if I turn this off, and okay. We will turn the programs on and hopefully nothing will break. Hopefully everything will get captured and then we can go on our merry way. All right. Capture gold first. Okay, nope, actually capture gold first. All right. We need to capture gold first and then we'll capture silver afterwards. Okay, that is gold. Give me a minute. Where's my controller? I do need to plug it in. Where the heck is our controller? Okay, there you go. One. All right, now it's gonna take like 50 years to capture silver, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, now we capture silver. Put this here. Perfect. All right. Come on, silver. We're waiting. We're waiting for silver. Then we can finally start the stream. I can finally start the stream. There you go. All right. Perfect. Aside from TTS or TITS literally just self-imploding itself, which I don't know why it does that. It should be 100% working, but it's not. All right. Wait, give me a minute. Where's the counter? Where is the counter? This one? Is that not the counter? This one? Oh my god, it's at 5,400. Oh my god, the counter is at 5,400. Oh, Jesus Christ. We do have a counter at 5,400. All right, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, you know, I love to notice that the counter's at 5,400. And I'm like, yeah, we're almost at 8,000. We are almost at shiny odds. Was it 8,196? Oh, no. We are really close to hitting freaking, no, please don't. Please don't. Like, for the love of God, please do not hit it. Dude, if we hit 10,000 for a shiny, that literally might be the worst thing ever. That possibly will be the worst luck in the world. Holy. Jesus. Yeah, 10K would not only will it be over shiny odds, that is like testing your mental. If I go over shiny odds, this might be my last shiny hunt for older games. No, we're gonna have a shiny hunt for older games, but I'm not continuing this shiny run, right? We're gonna get a shiny starter, and then I'm gonna take a 10-year hiatus from freaking doing this. There's no way I have the mental capacity to play this game and expect me to get like something good. And then continue to keep doing it, right? Yeah, I'll be mentally boomed. Like, I will literally be mentally boomed. It is actually unfortunate. It is just so unfortunate that the game is testing our wits. Like, I'm down, however long it takes for us to get a shiny starter, we're going to get it. Like, if it takes freaking years, we're going to get it. That I'm just I just want a shiny starter game. Like, however long it takes, I'm down to go all in and try to get it. Aside from that, yeah, no. Aside from that, whatever is in the future of this, I don't know. You know, if you're under, I would continue the run. If not, then I'm literally gonna freaking right when we get the shiny starter, never touch this doggy poo-poo game again. What's up, bitch? What's up? It took 10 guys 1 year to get shiny hunting a starter. Yeah, let's not. There's no way. Like, there's no way it takes that long, right? The sad part is, if I did this on an emulator, this would go by so fast. If I did this on an emulator, this would go by so fast. This would actually not be that bad, but the problem is we're doing it with 2 3DSs that are taking absolutely forever. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Yeah, we really want to beat the odds. We do want to beat the odds. Losing to the odds isn't a good look. We have to be completely honest. It's not a good luck if we lose to Orange Jesus. Oh wait. Oops. Okay, give me a minute. Turn this off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we want to win. We do want to win. No losing here. We don't like losing, you know. That's how it works. We don't like losing. We like winning. Even though I do int like 99% of the time, we do like winning a lot. I am a big fan of not inting, even though I'm a big fan of not intentionally inting. Unintentionally, that can be like whatever, but intentionally, we like winning a lot. I should really talk to myself to tell myself to actually intentionally win. I would love to be like a great freaking gamer. That would be amazing. I do have a... Oh, I clicked on something. I clicked on something, didn't I? Yep, I did. Hey, why couldn't you be a shiny Chikorita? That would be goated. That would be actually freaking amazing. Take a shot every time you go insane taking a shiny. No shot. I'm gonna be freaking wasted. I'm gonna be freaking wasted for if I take a shot for a shiny to make me insane. There's no way. I'm gonna be on the ground literally wasted. There's no shot. Okay, one day, right? One day the shiny will come out. And when that day comes, I'll be a very happy camper. But until that day comes, we're just sitting here and playing freaking Shiny Hunt Simulator. We are playing Shiny Hunt Simulator. And I hate to say it, Shiny Hunt Simulator kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Like every time I see Totodile, I'm just like, I don't want you to be shiny, but I don't mind you to be shiny now. Have I seen an alligator or a crocodile before? What's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator again? One of them like lives on land, one of them goes into water more, right? What's the difference? Which one is which one's the land one, which one's the water one? Hopefully you're committed for the... Oh, I'm committed. It is going to take a long while. Yeah, which one is the which is a crocodile or an alligator? Because I always get a crocodile and an alligator messed up. I like both. I do like both. I do like crocodiles. I do like alligators. Am I gonna get near one? Hell no. I'm not Floridian. The sea one is alligators. The land one is crocodile. Okay, all right. Okay, sea, alligator, land, crocodile. The crocodile's the one on land. I do like how insane some Florida people are. Like Florida people are like, yo, this crocodile is pretty cool, and I'm like, I don't know, your definition of cool and my definition of cool are completely different. I'll be completely honest. They're like, yeah, this crocodile, amazing, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know where you're coming from, because they're like, yeah, crocodile is really nice, really awesome, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, that's nice. That's a really cool crocodile you like. That's a really nice alligator. Like, Florida's like, yeah, I see a crocodile, this scary, I just kick it, I just punch it in the face, and it runs back in the ocean. I'm like, huh? Huh? Yeah, every time we go near the ocean, sometimes there's a crocodile or two, but it's fine. And I'm like, in what world is it fine to swim in a crocodile-infested freaking lake? Like, I'm not sure if the movies made it seem better or worse, but it's really interesting. It is really interesting. Some people they do have balls of steel. They do literally have balls of steel. Like, Jesus Christ, right? Like, I agree that crocodiles and freaking alligators are cool and all, but my God, is like when Florida people talk about it, I'm just like, why? Why? Why are you so, why? It's just like how Australians are like, oh, that's a big spider? Ah, that's just a regular spider. And you're just like, bro, that spider's humongous. They're like, ah, no, that spider's a baby. And I'm like, baby? Brother, that spider's the biggest spider I've ever seen. They're like, yeah, it grows like 5 times bigger. That's a baby one. And you're just like, okay, I'm going to die. I'm going to die in their country. They're like, oh yeah, that kangaroo. Yeah, we pet kangaroos, but also they can kill us. Hey, that bird? Yeah, that's our bird. It's our pet. Be careful though, it could peck your eyes out. And I'm like, huh? Like, hello? Yeah, that's nice that you know that crocodile will peck your freaking eyes out. Jesus Christ. That's nice. That's cool. I don't really... Oh, whoopsies. Back. Let me get this back on. Something went off. Okay, perfect. Okay. Alright, beautiful. But yeah, freaking... It's weird. It's really weird. Alright, what's it? Spoiled for One Piece. Apparently in One Piece, Brook is a holy knight that protects Wait, really? Wait, really? There's no way. There's no way. That would be insane. The betrayal? Alright, but yeah. I went to Florida. Disneyland in California is so much better than Disneyland Florida. Disney World, right? Disneyland is so much better than Disney World. Disney World is the most overhyped thing ever. Like, I don't know what, but something doesn't feel right when you're in Disney World. Like, Disney World is so big that it doesn't feel like you're enclosed, like you're in a magical place compared to Disneyland. Like, when you're in Disneyland, it feels enclosed from the outside world. So it feels like you're actually in a theme park that there's nothing that can there's not many things that can distract you aside from that. When you're in Disney World, it's so big and there's so much walking that literally, like, you can see different things that isn't like Disney, right? It's really interesting. It's really interesting. All right, give me one moment. All right, we got it. We freaking got it. There you go. But yeah, I enjoy Disneyland. I enjoy Disneyland. I don't enjoy Disneyland as, you know, Disney adults. Like, you know, Disney adults are insane. They have like $15 million and a dream like that they have. Disneyland is so expensive. Disneyland is insanely expensive, you know. Like, very, 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 very expensive. But the problem with Disneyland being that expensive that Disney adults are like, yeah, it's supposed to be for kids, but I just bought tickets for myself to go to Disneyland like anytime I want. And I'm like, you know, you can love Disney. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong about liking Disney. But there has to be a limit on how much you like Disney, right? Because holy, being some people that are obsessed with Disney, I'm like, that's a weird, not weird, okay. That's an obsession that is very interesting. I can't say weird because anime can be considered weird. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Disneyland. Disneyland has its fun. I think most people now prefer Universal, right? Universal is just so much better because it's cheaper and there's Mario and everyone loves Mario. Yeah, I do like Disneyland, right? I do like Disneyland. I heavily prefer freaking, what was it called? Universal. I do like Mario a lot. I am a very, very big fan of Mario. I wish there was a Pokemon Land. That would be amazing. But, you know, Mario Land is cool too. We do like Mario Land. There is nothing wrong with Mario Land. We do love it. Mario Land has its fun. It's a bit weird. There are times where I do agree it is a bit weird. But most of the time, I think Disneyland is pretty nice. Disneyland is pretty nice. Universal is just better. I know Japan probably will do it sooner or later. Maybe it won't. Universal is gonna have Pokemon Land sooner or later, right? I don't know what Pokemon Land can evolve, but I really hope so. Because America does love Pokemon. Japan loves Pokemon too. It's insane how in Japan to get a Switch 2 is a gacha system. Like every time you want movie tickets, concert tickets, graphic cards, like popular ones, gaming consoles, you have to join a raffle. And if you win the raffle, you have a chance. Like, it's not even guaranteed that you get the console. There's a chance. Like, you win a chance to get into the raffle. And in the raffle, there's a chance for you to get the console. Like, I know so many people in Japan that got a Switch 2 by pure luck. They literally had to gamble. They literally have to gamble. Please start on Totodile. Oh, we're starting on whoever is a shiny. We are shiny hunting the starter. Whoever shines, we're gonna take. I literally could care less. It could be any of the three at this point. I will start on whoever shines. But yeah, like freaking, like, so many people in Japan literally had to gamble to get a Switch 2. And I'm like, imagine gambling to get a Switch 2. Like, holy. Like, how are you... If you want to a concert, you have to join a raffle. And I'm like, that does counteract a lot of bots. That does help. But it just sucks if you lose the gacha, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have, unless you have, like, connections with Nintendo itself. There's no way to get a Switch 2 console aside from gambling. Like, I'm like, I wouldn't get a Switch 2 anyways. Like, Japan is nice, but the reason why, I'm like, I would visit Japan, but I wouldn't live there, right? Like, Japan is a place that's great for visiting, pretty dog shit to live in. If you're a foreigner. If you work in, like, a Japanese company, it's kind of dog. Like, if you guys work in an Asian company compared to an American company, you do feel a difference, right? You do feel a big difference. Like, I've never went working on an Asian company. You don't really, you can't, even though the clock out time is fixed, you don't leave until like your superior leaves sometimes if you want to get promoted. And in American company, they're like, why aren't you gone? Like, I'm here because I have to do work, just leave. And you're like, oh my god, I can leave. It's like insane sometimes. It's actually insane the way work culture is. Like in most American companies, right? Not all of them, don't get me wrong, there's still some dog shit freaking American company. But like, in most modern companies, you do leave on time. If your clock out time is 5, you leave at 5. If they want you to work over, they pay you overtime. An Asian company like overtime, no, that's just expected. That's just expected. That's why you don't play Planko since they'll rob you. Planko, was it the gacha? Japan banned freaking gambling, but they leave pachinko on, and pachinko is like, I won't lie, pachinko's cool now. There's nothing wrong with a pachinko machine, right? You get the pachinko machine, you trade the balls in for a prize, and then you trade the prize in for money. It's just an elaborate way for you to pretty much gamble. It's like, literally, you have to go through like 50 hoops to get it, which I'm like, at that point, you should just make gambling legal. Like, I hate to say it. It's so weird to me that Japan let pachinko happen. If I remember correctly, there's some places in Japan that you can gamble, right? Or do you have to travel? There's like some places you can gamble, but those are like because they're like, they have some type of permission or something. I don't remember. It's just like America and Las Vegas. That's pretty much how it is. Like pachinko it's loud. I know that. It's freaking annoyingly loud sometimes, but it's just like going to a slots machine and all of it hits. It's a bit louder though. Pachinko is a bit louder. I'm not sure if you're gonna say it's better or worse than regular gambling. That's debatable. That was always debatable. It's fun, but I'd rather just play blackjack. If I'm gonna have fun, I'd rather play freaking play craps. I'd rather play roulette. Roulette is one of the worst games to play, but my god, I could care less. I could really care less. Horrible game does not matter to me as long as I can win, right? As long as I can win, I'll happily take rigged. Okay, we're waiting. Black Clover also is getting interesting too with Asta the idiot. I just quit Black Clover because Asta's cool and all, but his counterpart, what's the counterpart that was born to be lucky? There was people that were born into luck, and then Asta is lucky to be born, right? I forgot his counterpart, his best friend, quote unquote. It's insane. I don't remember his name, but I think he's the worst developed character, one of the worst developed character in the anime. I forgot his name. The black hair, his best friend, black hair, that literally is born to be lucky. Like, Asta has to work for all his powers. Asta has to find his demon form. My man is like, oh, demon form, I'll make it. And I'm like, huh? My anti-magic, not demon form, anti-magic form, I'll make it. And I'm like, out of nowhere, makes no sense, no lore, he just makes it. And I'm like, okay, all right. Some people are just talented like that. Some people have to work for it. He's like, he gets another book. It's like, yeah, he literally makes the book at that point. Like, he literally is like, oh, I need a different form. Well, I'll make this different form come out of midair. I'm like, Black Clover is good, but I think the limit of it developing the side character is what makes the difference between it becoming like a top tier anime, right? A top tier manga, a top tier anime. it doesn't develop the side characters that well. Like, it develops them. Don't get me wrong. If it didn't, then Black Clover wouldn't be good anime. But it doesn't develop its freaking side characters that well. That's why it's not like the best anime ever made. Like, the side characters, they're there. They're good. The story's good. Asta's annoying, but I still think he's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just unfortunate that, a little bit unfortunate the anime isn't amazing from what I see. It could be amazing. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I'll say it's pretty good. It is a pretty good anime. Not the best though. Could be better. It could be better. All right. One day will we get a shiny, and that would be nice. Like, my favorite anime of recent memory has to be... No, it would be Free Ren. I like solo leveling, but I just felt solo leveling felt rushed. But I do like Free Ren a lot. I just freaking like Free Ren because Free Ren is just a stupid gotcha freaking addict, right? We love Free Ren because of that. Yeah, if we can get a shiny something, that would be amazing. I would love a shiny Chikorita. That is my favorite shiny. That is my favorite shiny. So if that's the case, can you please be a shiny? Like, I know that Fairy Tail... I like Fairy Tail. I think Fairy Tail before the time skip, right? I like Fairy Tail before the time skip. After the time skip, it's like after the time skip, Fairy Tail is okay. It isn't like amazing. But I think Fairy Tail before the time skip was good. After the time skip, the tournament arc was good. I like the tournament arc. But after the tournament arc, it just went so weird. It went really weird. I think most people agree that Fairy Tail before the time skip, then after the tournament arc time skip, even the tournament arc, the best part was still Natsu kicking the two Dragon Slayers' asses, which was really funny. Like, he freaking 1v2'd them. He showed the power of friendship can do anything, right? He literally showed the power of friendship can achieve anything, which is... That's anime, alright? That is anime. Free Ren is good. It's just like how you take, you like the tale of how she went on a journey with the fake hero and won and was supposed to die to the Demon Lord. Yeah, he was supposed to, he wasn't the hero, right? Or he was not the chosen hero. But because Free Ren was so strong, not even Free Ren, because his teammates, he literally had the best teammates in the world, right? Don't get me wrong, like freaking, I forgot his name, but he wasn't the strongest, he wasn't insanely strong, but he was strong enough to hold his own.
What are you talking about?
Free Ren. Like, Free Ren, Himmel, right? Himmel was not the strongest hero. He was not a hero. He was a fake hero, right? But the reason why he got it done was because he had the best party of all time. Like, he had one of the strongest mages, maybe the second, at the time, the third strongest mage in the world, right? He had the third strongest mage in the world. He had, technically the second, if you think about it. He had the second strongest mage. Debatable if it's the first, but I think the weird, the freaking mage, the queen mage or whatever in that tower, I think she's the mage. He had the second strongest mage. He had the second strongest dwarf or the first strongest dwarf, and he had an insane alchemist. He had the strongest party of all time. Like, Himmel was strong, But he wasn't really that strong. Like, his party was dysfunctional. But everyone in his party. Yeah, one was a coward, but the coward was insanely talented. The drunk was insanely talented. And the guy with fantasy was insanely talented. Like, and then there's free run. All four of them are incredibly talented people. It's just free run, right? Like, free run is just a class of her own. If free run considered during the time of Himmel, the quote-unquote fate hero, free run was the second strongest mage, right? I think Himmel was the second strongest mage. Or free run was the second strongest mage. There's only, maybe her mentor was stronger than her, maybe. But the problem is her mentor was human, from what I remember. She wasn't a fairy. Or an elf, I mean, not a fairy. She wasn't an elf. Oh, he was to bring false hope. So he eliminated the demon lord, quote unquote, but it brought false hope. Because the demons were still alive, right? Because the demon lord was quote unquote defeated, humanity let its guard down, right? I remember now. Okay, yeah, you're right. The demons quote unquote lost so that humans can let their guards down, and then they can integrate into humanity and break them from the inside. The demons are actually 5-hitting it. But the problem is, if you're a real mage, you know who's a demon and who's not. The strongest mage technically is what's her Disable's name? The purple haired chick with that always takes care of the free run. I forgot her name. She technically is gonna be the strongest mage, right? The problem is she's human. So she can't live a long life, but technically she's the strongest mage. Fern, right? Fern? I think it was Fern, right? She's technically going to be. She has the potential. Like, Fern has the potential to be the strongest mage. She has the potential. But she technically right now isn't. The reason why elves, non-demons, are stronger is because they catch the demons off guard. Well, it's not that they catch the demons off guard. They utilize and they pretty much utilize their mana and hide how strong they are. Catching the demons off guard and then killing them in an instant. In the instant that they are panicking, they will execute. That's how Fern does it. That's how freaking Free-Ren does it. Like, they hide their mana to catch them off guard and surprise kill them. I do like it. I think Free-Ren's cool. Free-Ren is absolutely goated. They did, quote unquote, people say, yeah, they did lose anime of the year. They got robbed. They didn't get robbed. Like, Free Run is my favorite anime, but solo leveling just did so well. Like, my god, solo leveling cooked. Solo leveling might be one of the most profitable animes ever, right? 2 seasons, both seasons hit top charts. Season 3 is gonna hit another top chart if they keep the animation up. Like, hey, if they have the animation budget, they're going to cook hard. Like, story-wise, lore-wise, all of that wise, I think Free Run does it better. It's just that aura farming-wise, no one can compare to Jinwoo. Free Run aura farm, right? She's a cute, pretty elf. But god damn, dude, there hasn't been someone that freaking farmed so much clips, farmed so much aura in a while, right? The last person who farmed that much was Gojo from JJK. And JJK was a freaking insane freaking series. I still need to watch it, by the way. Haven't watched it. But I've seen Gojo and I see why. Gojo is the only one that can compare, but Gojo isn't like the face of JJK. Or it is the face, but isn't the main character, right? One Piece is still the GOAT though. It's still king though. Well, yeah, One Piece got his crown back. It lost his crown for like a month. Like One Piece like lost his crown for a month. Like I hate to say it. During the time of freaking solo leveling's release, One Piece lost his crown. One Piece did lose his crown to solo leveling. Like every time solo leveling comes back, One Piece loses his crown. Like solo leveling comes back, One Piece loses his crown, and then once it's done, One Piece gets his crown back. That's pretty much how it works. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo has a very niche audience, right? Like it isn't for me really, but I think it's funny. I do agree it's funny because it just comes from nowhere. I agree freaking JoJo, like literally it's like JoJo is the Fortnite of anime, right? It's the most randomest shit you can think of, and like the wonkiest freaking weirdest dinosaurs coming out of the ground chasing you, freaking meteors popping out, and you're like, none of it makes sense. It has it right now. Yeah, One Piece has the throne right now because solo leveling finished season 2 already. Like, that's literally what I said. Once solo
leveling is a fad. One Piece is older than most of its audiences.
Yeah, that's the problem. Solo leveling, every time solo leveling releases the season, they capture the audience. They become the #1 anime. Like, that's literally how it is. You literally just said it. It has it right now. Because solo leveling isn't airing right now. Like, hello? Like, hello? Like, no shit that solo leveling isn't the king right now. Because it's not airing. One Piece is currently airing. Soloing is a fad, but it's the biggest fad that there ever was. There hasn't been a fad that... Not even One Piece could pull his numbers, right? Like, the most watched episode is now One Piece. It's solo leveling. And that says something. That literally says something. Like, the last anime episode of One Piece will be the most watched anime episode of all time. That's obvious, right? That's obvious. Like, that's actually just obvious. Shanks is the solo leveling of One Piece. Shanks? No, I wouldn't say so. I would say it's Kid, right? I think there's more fan of Kid than Shanks. Like, there's more fan of Kid than Shanks, if you think about it. Because Kid wasn't supposed to be one of the main characters, not main characters, but one of the big side characters. Kid was supposed to die, if you guys didn't know. Kid was supposed to die, or supposed to be having a smaller impact in the anime. The only reason Kid has such a popular, is so known now, is because Oda saw how much people love Kid. Not Kid. Who is it? Not Kid. Fuck, I said Kid, didn't I? The doctor guy. The doctor guy. Who's the doctor guy? Law. There you go, Law. Law is literally, I think he is, right? He's more popular than Shanks. Law is like, should be more popular than Shanks. Kid, no one cares about Kid. Let's be honest here, no one cares about Kid. I think Law. Wait, Law isn't a doctor, but he's a doctor. I think he's a doctor. He has he can sacrifice his life to save someone else. He's a doctor. He's a freaking doctor. Yeah, soul leveling doesn't need lore, doesn't need side characters, doesn't need anything, and it's still the most popular anime. I hate to say it. Like, you can literally argue with me, but soul leveling doesn't need any of that, and it's the most, like, popular anime. One Piece have all that, and it's the most popular anime. Like, what are we fighting here? You just need an ore farm. Like, you don't literally need to do you need, does it have zero lore? All the lore it needs is the insane fight scenes, zero side characters. Yeah, it's still, even with none of that, as you said, still the most watched anime in the world. Cause what will I have in 5 years? The most watched episode in anime history? Like, hello? It's still one of the most popular animes of all time, and it will always be. Like, what think, Kawa, think. I am thinking, and you're literally so sucked up on One Piece, and you're literally shitting on soul leveling so much. 5 years from now, it'll still be one of the most popular animes of all time. Just like how JJK is. Just like how freaking Demon Slayer is. Just how freaking My Hero Academia is. Like, literally one of the most popular animes of all time. Like, hello? Like, you can shit on it all at once. It's still one of the most popular animes ever released. That's literally fact. Like, that's undeniable fact. Like, you can be like, oh, soul leveling doesn't have story, doesn't have lore, doesn't have side characters. Yeah, but it's still one of the most popular animes that has ever been released to this day. It's like saying Sword Art Online isn't a popular anime. I hate to break it to you. Sword Art Online is one of the most popular animes ever released. It is. Like saying that is like freaking... Okay. Attack on Titan. Like, we're gonna remember, like, oh, what animes were good in the 2020s to 2030. Soul Leveling's gonna be up there. Like, you can deny that, like, freaking you can say that Sword Art Online is a shit anime. I agree. Sword Art Online, the first half was really good. After that went pretty downhill. But it's still one of the most popular animes ever. SEO is also having a remake to continue, right? Because they want Sword Art Online, he wanted to go back and redo the story to continue the because they skipped stages. If you remember, he was at stage 1, then stage 10, then 25. They skipped a lot of stages, right? He went back and like filled in all the gaps in the because the first half of Sword Art Online was supposed to be a whole 24 episode season and end off with him beating and getting the card, right? And then him saving Asuna was supposed to be season 2, but he literally didn't know how to pace the story properly. Now he went back and made it better. Like, that's pretty much how it is. Yeah, he went back to the roots, right? He went back to the roots, which is really cool. I like it. I'll take it. Like, sooner, like, Sword Art Online. People are gonna say it's a shit anime. Sadly, even if you say it's shit, still one of the most popular animes. You literally can talk, like, literally if you talk to a normie, if you give a normie Sword Art Online, that's not even a bad anime to start them out with. Like, Sword Art Online isn't even a bad anime to give a newbie to start out with. Death Note, Sword Art Online, it's short, it's easy, it's like, you can imagine, oh, it's just like you getting transferred to a world, pretty much. US gets the uncensored version of the movie. We actually get the uncensored version. Oh my god, it's a fucking miracle. Everything used to be censored, so yeah. We do like it where it's wild, right? We do like it where it's wild. Yep, definitely. I love solo leveling be a one of one. Yeah, it's definitely a one of one. Yep. What was it? 2023? 2024? When did season 1 release? 2024, right? So from 2024 to 2025, so for 2 years, it's a fad. I love a fad literally dies in like literally. A fad is what you call Oshinoko. It's not a fad. I hate to say it, solo leveling ain't a fad. Like, if you're saying solo leveling is a fad, that's like, okay. So, Oshinoko is a fad. You can even say JJK is a fad. Because there's not a lot of animes that could dominate 2 years in a row. Like, you could literally look at solo leveling, just dominating numbers 2 years in a row. Like, yeah, it's a fad, great. If solo leveling is a fad, I would love solo leveling animes to release more. Like, animes that are like solo leveling, please release more if that's a fad. Please, that animation is insane. Where Suna was taking a bath with someone. Oh, the bath scene. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, the bath scene. Was it with Kirito or it wasn't? I forgot. Oshinoko season 3 for next year. Yeah, Oshinoko was a fad. What was it? Episode 1 release. People were like, this is the best anime ever released. 3 episodes in, people found out what actually happened. It dropped it like a fly. People were like, oh, this anime dog shit now. I never seen a fan base turn harder than Oshinoko fan base. It was insane. That was a fire. That was absolutely a fire. Oshinoko was good, right? I think Oshinoko was good. A little bit weird. It was good, but like if you like, was it not trauma? It's not trauma, but like it's like traumatic experience with like traumatic plus like freaking some crazy like you can't really explain Oshinoko properly. To someone that never watched Oshinoko, I will even say Oshinoko is fucking weird. Oshinoko is actually weird. I wouldn't be surprised if Oshinoko is based on a true story, right? Because it feels so real to make it not based on a true story. Like, Oshinoko feels so real that, like, it should be based on a real story. If it wasn't, I would be concerned how he knows. I would be really concerned. If it's not based on a real story, that freaking the guys, whoever made the story, has to, like, literally, you have to cook up some weird stuff. You have to be in a weird mental state to create Oshinoko if it wasn't based on a real story. Yeah, it's like a lot of animes, in some way or another, it comes from some type of life experience, right? Like, Sword Art Online, you literally play video games, you imagine yourself in video games. Like, there's some connection. That's how they, that's how they write, and that's how they write out the story, draw the story. That's how they do it. Sometimes your imagination goes wild, but it doesn't come from nowhere, right? It comes from somewhere. So it makes sense that it came from a real, actual story, and it's really, really funny when it does. Yeah, Oshinoko is very traumatic. I will say that. Oshinoko is a really traumatic youth story, a very traumatic idol story. Because, like, holy, there's so many weird things, but at the same time, it's very weird, but like bone-chilling weird. Like, you're just like, yeah, I could see that happening. Like, oh, yeah, that they do deal with that stupid stuff, right? Not stupid stuff, but, you know, the stupid, crazy stuff that they have to deal with that makes no sense. They have to deal with that shit, which is really dumb. The thing is, the person who releases the information is still at larger, bigger plots. Oceanical, I read it and watched it here and there, but I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember it being like, I remember watching it and be like, wow. It's very, at first it's happy-go-lucky, right? At first, Oceanical, very happy-go-lucky. You're like, oh, this is a cute anime show. And then it starts getting darker and darker, and then you start understanding the plot more. You start understanding where she's coming from. You start understanding why she released certain things. And you're like, oh, wow, this is fucked. Yeah, it goes into a very... If you want to keep... I'm not gonna explain it because I didn't watch enough of it to know... I didn't watch enough of it to give like proper explanation, but it does get into very dark and really weird. How do I explain this? Like, dark and weird. The dark side of being an idol. It gets into a very dark side, like the horrible side of being an idol, right? That's pretty much what it goes into. I wouldn't say it's School Days. I would not say it's like School Days. School Days, when... School Days is like... In one episode, it became like a dark story, right? It was dark here and there, but from one episode, it was just all good, and then one episode, bam! Freaking dark. But like, Oceanical builds into the dark story, right? It leaks out more information. Like, Oceanical leaks out like slowly that, oh, this is how idol culture is. This is what happens when you become an idol. The dark side. Like, all we see when we see idols is BTS. We see freaking New Jeans. We see freaking all these idol groups that come out, right? We're seeing what happens when idol groups go against a company in New Jeans. But we don't see like the worst side of it, right? There's like another side of idol culture that we don't see. We know exists. Like, we all know exists, but we don't see it. So we're like, it can't be that bad. Or even if it is that bad, you don't know it's that bad until like it's explained, right? And it just keeps diving. Oh shit, I just whacked my freaking mic. It just keeps diving into the dark culture. It slowly dives into it, like leaks information. And like, you're just watching and you're like, oh yeah, those things do happen. Like, it happens in America, but it happens more in Asian pop culture. I know, like in Asian idol culture more than American culture, because in American culture, after a while, we really don't care if you have a boyfriend. We don't care if you have a girlfriend. Cool, right? Like, you know how it is. If some artist or some rapper, some actor wants to get in a relationship in America, it doesn't matter. If they have a kid, yeah, it's a bit, some people don't like it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't affect them as hard. In Asian culture, it affects them. It literally, it literally destroys them, right? If you have a relationship, if you're caught in a relationship, if you have a kid, your idol days are pretty much over. Like, your idol days are completely done. And it's insane how much different both cultures are. And School Days, or not School Days, Oceanical, like, is like the tip of the iceberg to it.
The sad part is that all three sprites have such ugly shiny sprites.
I think Totodile's shiny is actually the best. out of the three, I like Totodile shiny. I think Totodile shiny actually looks good. I think Chikorita and Cyndaquil looks pretty shit. I will agree. But Totodile shiny actually looks pretty good. I actually like it. I don't mind. What do you think about the new Pokemon Horizon series? I like watching it. I haven't watched it. I have not watched it, but from what I heard, it's really good, right? What we heard is, from what I heard, is really good. I probably will watch it sooner or later. I just haven't watched it. But yeah, I heard it's pretty good. I should watch it. I should watch it. I do probably need to watch it. That's not saying much. Yeah, that's not saying much. True. Totodile doesn't look bad. The problem is I see so much shit shinies that Totodile shiny just looks okay. I'm like, it looks fine. It could literally be worse. It could be black and look way better, right? If it was black, it would look really nice. It's literally teal. I love the color teal, but yeah, it's not the best shiny, but it's not the worst. Was it? Where is it? Where is it? If I remember the Pokemon, was it, ZA, they announced it today that it was going to be released on October 10th, right? 16th, 10th? Sometime in October. They finally had the release date, and I'm like, I expected it to be in September. I'll be completely honest. I thought the game was going to release in, September, because most Pokemon games do. Either September or November. Makes sense. It releases on October. All right, cool. That means Halloween is gonna be filled with Pokemon. They're gonna have a Halloween event, I assume. If not, they should. They should have some type of Halloween event. But Legend ZA releasing in October. I don't know exactly, but hopefully they have Charizard Z, right? We want Mega Charizard Z. Please, if Pokemon knows what they're doing, please meme us. Please, not meme us. Please meme the game. Please, for the love of God, meme the game. Like, I would love to have Charizard Z. It is gonna be such a missed opportunity if they don't have Charizard Z. Charizard Z will be the biggest troll in the world. Like, holy. There is Charizard Z in AZ. We want it, right? We want it. We have Charizard X. We have Charizard Y. There better be a Charizard Z. Like, there better be. If there's not, that's like, they missed the biggest cash grab ever, right? I just want to meme it. Oh my god, we're over 6,000. We're actually over 6,000. Jesus freaking Christ. Oh my god. Okay, alright, that's nice. That's freaking nice. Holy. We're actually over 6,000 and we haven't seen a shiny yet. If we go over 30,000, this is going to be horrendous. I do not want to hit shiny odds. We're 2,000 away from shiny odds. Please don't make me hit shiny odds. I would love if the game blesses me with something that isn't utterly freaking this freaking bullshit you're giving me.
Charizard Z is alright. I don't really play much these days, but Mega Flygon would be great.
Mega Flygon would be amazing. I think Mega Flygon would be... It would be absolutely goated, right? Mega Flygon is the Mega we have been missing for literally ages. The Mega Flygon was supposed to be a thing in, if I remember, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We've been wanting Mega Flygon for 10 years, right? 10 years, 15 years, however long it's been. We've been wanting it for like 10 years. Thank God they're gonna be releasing Mega Flygon. That'll be so funny when the game releases. He's just like, I couldn't think of Mega Flygon. Sucks to suck. That would be the biggest troll in the world. That would be an absolute troll. If he literally was like, I was supposed to release Mega Flygon, but I forgot. Well, that sucks to you guys. Good luck. If I was him, I would literally troll that. I would troll everyone. Just do that for fun. Literally, I would literally troll people for fun at that point. Last Cup of Tea is being played on Donkey Bird on the 31st, Saturday, 4 p.m. Wait, really? Dude, that's the biggest troll ever. That is, oh, to be fair, Last Cup of Tea was a Lily Peachy song, right? So, the other company can't do anything about it. The other company literally can't do anything about it because that's literally Lily Peachy's song. So if Lily gives permission, then go at it. The other company can't do shit. The song that got Doki freaking destroyed from the company, right? Holy. Nope, nothing here. Hey, Switch, the number 6 is a 9. Either 6, 9, or over 9. No. We are not literally having over 9,000. There's no world we're having over 9,000 here. We can't hit 6969 either. Sadly, we can't. There's no way. I don't believe it. If we literally go over 9,000, I'm going to shit myself. Oh, please don't. It wasn't copyrighted by Lily. It was copyrighted by something else that caused problems. And then they re-released it. That caused more problems. And yeah, Doki got fucked because of that. Because management couldn't do their job. But, hey. It's Lily Pichu. It's not the other company's song. It's Lily Pichu. So as long as you get permission from Lily Pichu and all their, all the right sources, you're fine. Right? The other company can't do anything. The other company can't do anything. It's not their song, so they're just sitting there, just accepting it. Yeah, since Gen 6 became a thing, we've been waiting for a Mega Flygon. We've been waiting for the last piece of the puzzle. And that last piece of the puzzle is coming in 5 months. In 5 months, we can see the epitome of Pokemon. Dude, if Shiny Flygons looks like shit, I am going to be sad. I am going to be sad. Alright, where is this? Yeah. RNG gods, if you make it over 9,000, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm already slowly losing my mind, but still here, you know. I still have my mind intact. It's not completely gone. That's the good thing, right? The good thing is my mind isn't completely gone. But... please. Please don't make it happen. Doki asked her before singing it. Oh, it makes sense, right? Just to be 100% certain you can. Fair enough. Yeah, like, no, you just asked to make, just to make 100%, just to make sure that everything is, like, literally, it's just to make everything is alright, you know, by Lily. Just to confirm. Like, you always want to confirm if you're gonna sing it, it's gonna cause any problems. You don't want it to cause any problems, mostly because it's not her song. So she doesn't want Lily to run into any problems. So it's just a courtesy thing to do. It's a courtesy thing to do. Like, she can get no permission because Lily said if you want to sing it, you can sing it. But you just want to confirm, right? You just want to confirm. You don't want to bring any harm to Lily Pichu because she did make the song for free, so pretty much it. Yeah, this game, you're saying no to the gods? No, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, please don't. No, 9,000. We are not going over 9,000. We are going over 9,000, are we? We're going over odds. 8196, 8196, 8196. It's 6096, 8196, 8196. If it goes over that number, we are literally gonna cry in a corner. Or was it 8196? I think it was, right? It was. Jesus. Bump, bump, bump. I should have done this on emulator and just poured over the save file. I should have just poured it over the save file with like 20 save files. I should have done like 10 shiny hunting streams. And literally this would be done so fast. This would be done so freaking fast. Oh yeah, I definitely should have done this. On freaking, no, yeah, I definitely should have done this on like 10 different accounts. Wanted to reach 6969. I don't think it can. It can hit 6969. Just because of how the, it goes by increments of 6. Sadly, it'll never reach it. Unfortunately, it won't. I don't think it will. Wait, right? It doesn't, I don't think. What is something scary? Also, we can speed up. That's true. If we literally play on emulator, we can speed up this process. What is scary? What is scary? Yeah, I literally could run this on emulator and just port over the save file. But I wanted to do on traditional hardware, and now I'm getting punished for it. Want to hear something scary? A job. How is a job scary? How is a job scary? Hello? Like, huh? How is a job scary? I'm so confused. Like, is a job supposed to be scary? Like, huh? Is a meme right now? I'm like, it is? I'm like, how's that a meme? Like, no one likes working. Don't get me wrong, no one wants to work. You have to make money. Hello? Yeah, we can, I can literally just retransfer the files after I literally get the shiny, and then we can literally make it run so much easier. That would be more fun. Or I can literally just make emulate and just make the odds 1 out of 100 or something. Just to make, like, actual shiny hunting fun. To be fair, if I do that, it's technically not a real run. I can make it 1 out of 1,000. Changing the shiny odds isn't hard. It's just really tedious. I literally have to go into the game files to change the odds. It's just really annoying to do that. Mostly when hard goes soul silver, there's a couple ways to manipulate shiny data, but it isn't amazing. True, I can use a cheat. To be fair, it's not like I can't use a cheat code on my 3DSs, right? Okay, never mind. I can't. Never restate. I can't. But you technically can. Like, if I wanted to, I can. But that means I have to set them up. And I'm not bothering to set that bullshit up. Like, I might as well just run it on an emulator at that point, if that was the case. 6150. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah, we did say we can, but we're gonna do this traditionally. I told myself, at least for my starter, I'll do it traditionally. And then I'll never touch this game again, and we'll never hunt old shinies. We will, but we won't. We will, but won't. That's how it works. We're gonna hunt old shinies, but we won't. Okay, where is this? The code isn't hard, but we are going to get a shiny starter traditionally. Once we get a shiny starter, we can finally start our shiny run. As in, I would never touch this dog shit game again. I love this game, but it's also, I'll say it's dog shit until it gives me a shiny. Maybe it loves getting verbally abused. Maybe if I keep yelling at it. Okay, that actually sounds really bad. If I keep yelling at it, maybe it'll get better, bigger, better, and stronger. That's definitely not how it works, but sure. I guarantee if someone else did this run, they'll get in like 100. They'll get in like the first 100, and I'm like, I'm so done with this game. I'll be so tilted. I should, you know the better part? I should have had a timer. I should have had a timer rather than freaking actually restarting over and over again. I should actually just have a timer to make this so much easier for us. A timer would save us so much time. Actually save us, not save us time. It was, we'll just say, oh, we've done this. Let me think. We've probably done this for, will we say we did this over 15 hours? We probably did this over 15 hours. Yeah, timer would be way better. But also, I don't want a timer because I'll be very tilted. I think a timer is more tilting than seeing this number go up by 6 every time. It is less tilting for me. It's probably worse, but it's worse for everyone looking, but it's still tilting. It is still very tilting. Yep. We are waiting for it. Just be like Batman on Lego's first try. There's no way. First try. First try. Yep, this is our first try. Our first try. You know what? Every new time is another first try. That's how it works. We'll keep first trying until we get it. Oh my god. Yeah, I just noticed we are getting really, really, really close. No, we hit over freaking 100 already. We hit over 100 resets. We definitely hit over 100 resets, by the way. Because 6,000 divided by freaking 6 is definitely over freaking 100. It's definitely over 6,196. Like people are playing Pokemon. And I'm playing Pokemon. I am definitely playing Pokemon. It would be funny to see if I could find a shiny before someone beats a Nuzlocke of this game. Someone really bad, just to give me lots of time. Just to give me lots of time. Someone really bad at the game. That would be really, really cool. Just give me some fun and bless me with the best Mon in the world. I would love goated stuff, you know? I would love some beautiful goats. Yeah, we're having a counting. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. The more I play this game, the more my mental literally takes a hit, right? My mental takes a hit every time I play this game. Like, look at this gamble. Look at this gamble. Nothing. 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 We love that. We do love that. Okay. Beautiful Mon. We are definitely love when the game trolls us. Every time I see that, I used to love the Heart Gold and Soul Silver starting screen. Like, the Heart Gold and Soul Silver starting screen used to be one of my favorite starting screens. Now, the more I look at it, I'm like, please get it off my screen. I want to get it away from me as fast as possible. Please, no more. Please. You know, it's fine if you go under 8. If you go under odds, I'll still take it. But if you go over odds, this is the worst game ever. This might go over odds. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm surprised that Digimon isn't as popular as Pokemon. But at the same time, it does make sense. Pokemon was really popular because of the games, right? The big differential, the big difference between Pokemon and Digimon is mainly the game series. Like, both the animes were really good. I even think Digimon had a better story. Like, season 1, right? I think Digimon had a more fun, cool story. But the problem is that the games are what secured the difference. Like, Pokemon was a global phenomenon compared to Digimon. Digimon's games are, like, horrendous. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Digimon games. But we have to admit, after playing Pokemon for so long, and then swapping over to Digimon, you do see a lot of things that could be improved. That I didn't believe Pokemon... I took it for granted while I was playing Pokemon. And then Digimon gameplay happened. I'm like, I'm so glad that Pokemon added it. Like Repel, right? Repel was one of the biggest things that separate Digimon and Pokemon. Different map layouts. And encounter spots and non-encounter spots. Like, encounters are grasses. Like, if you run into grass, it's obvious, right? That there's gonna be Pokemon. Or if you go not on grass, there will be no Pokemon. Which makes a lot of sense. But Digimon, every map is a maze. Every maze can spawn Digimon out of nowhere. And if you... There's no stop point, right? So if you go to a point where your Digimon are going to die, they just get... Or if you go to a part where the Digimon are over leveled, like, there isn't a point that says, oh, this place is too low, or you're too low level for this point or something. You just go there, get killed, and you're like, oh shit. Like, Digimon doesn't direct you as well as Pokemon. Pokemon is very child friendly. Digimon, you need to do so much research. No repels is probably the worst thing though. I do agree that Digimon having no repel does prevent it from being an amazing game. It could be much, much better, right? It could be much, much better. And it's a little bit unfortunate that, it's not. Okay. Yeah, like, everything for Pokemon is dumbed down, but also, like, optimized for player enjoyment. Like, Pokemon does do a really good job in, like, giving a good player experience. Digimon, on the other hand, is so bad in doing that. Like, if you're a new player playing a Digimon game, you're just like, I do not understand jack shit. Why are my Digimon that I chose in the beginning really buff Digimon, and for some reason it just freaking became a baby again? Like, so many bad things, pretty much, that makes the game worse and worse. It's just really, really, really unfortunate. There's also Pokemon pictures before Digimon, Pokemon Snapshot. Yeah, pretty much there's so many things that make pretty much Digimon popular, right? Like, Pokemon popular, and Digimon was just following suit. Like, Digimon was the follower, but they didn't follow everything because they don't want to get copyright strike. But the thing they did change made the gaming experience worse. Like, I think Digimon World 1 is a great game. I just wish they expanded on that type of game instead of going into the MMO, the RPG style. The pixel style that they copied for our Pokemon. I wish they went into more the Digimon World 1 route. Because they kept going into the JRPG, freaking dungeon crawling route, which I don't like. I think they had a unique game that they could have developed more and literally made it cleaner, better evolution, made everything make more sense, less confusion, less bugginess. And I think they would have a very special place. But Digimon just dropped the ball and stopped doing Digimon World 1. They brought it back for I forgot, the 3DS PSP version. And then but then aside from that, it's just unfortunate. You're having hamburgers tomorrow? Let's go. I prefer cheeseburger, but hamburgers are good too. Hamburgers are also delicious. You had hot dogs, sweet corn in a can, and them hydrated to some water for hydration. Oh, it's always raining here, so I wish I could stop. Hydration. We do like hydration here. Hydration is very good for you. Hydration is amazing for you. I hope Digimon can release a really good game again. It's been a while since Digimon released a good game. Lately, they've been releasing good games though. We have to admit, lately Digimon has been releasing some pretty good games. Like, not amazing, don't get me wrong, not amazing games. But like, if Digimon wanted to, they could make like 2 Digimons, right? They could make one that's like, no, they should have just stuck to their what make them good. Raising a Digimon, letting them die, I think that would, if they want to, they could experiment it, but they literally kept doing that. That would have been really nice. Perfect. Nothing. Yeah, Agua is very good for you. We all need Agua in our life. If there was no Agua, we literally would not have a lot of fun. We love Agua. Very big fan. Very big fan in La Agua. I think everyone here loves Agua. It tastes so nice. I think I drink more water than anything else, right? You should technically drink more water than anything else. I don't drink that much tea. I don't drink that much coffee. I haven't drank coffee in like a long time. And it's not because I don't like coffee. I actually really like coffee. It's just the problem is every time I drink coffee, I want to knock out in the first coffee is supposed to wake you up right away, right? The problem is that when I drink coffee, like the first 4 hours, I want to fall asleep. And then after the 4 hours are gone, I get back to normal. Nothing changes. And then when freaking 12 p.m. hits, I can't sleep. Or 1 p.m. happens, I can't sleep. And I'm like, all right. Coffee isn't supposed to keep me awake at night. It's supposed to keep me awake at the moment. And it doesn't even do that bullshit. Tea does it, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll drink tea and I'll drink water. Yeah, we do love our water. Yeah, water, freaking coffee. It's like, it does, my body is just like, hey, coffee, you know, you're gonna keep this bitch up. And I'm like, I don't want to be kept up at night. I want to fall asleep. A nice coffee from here or there is fine. Like on a vacation, I don't mind coffee. When I'm going to a freaking if I'm going to a party or whatever, I don't mind coffee. But like regularly, yeah, I can't have coffee. I kind of need you know, I need to sleep. You know, I do like sleeping a lot. Yeah, the more you just play Pokemon, the worse it gets. You're going to take a bath in a hot spring tonight? Ooh, that sounds nice. That does sound really nice. Oh my god, it's out of sync. What? What? I'm like, I don't know how it got out of sync, but great. I love when the game out of syncs itself. I'm just sitting here trying to readjust it. Yeah, hot spring does seem really good. I do like the hot springs, right? Just going take night like a hot spring is amazing, but just taking a really freaking hot warm bath just to like loosen your muscles is so good. Like after a warm bath, you get out of the bath. I don't take baths that often, but when you do, you just crack your back and every bone in your body starts cracking and you're just like, ah, I feel like a new man. I'm free. I'm free. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, yeah. Oh no, 100%. Like I do a shower, like a shower. I don't think I had taken a bath in a long time, but like I take showers because one is faster, much more efficient, just better in general. But yeah, like from time to time, taking a bath, going to a hot spring is like completely different, right? It's even better. But like just going, like literally just sitting in the water is just so nice. It's just like in a hot day going to a pool, right? But it's a little, it cracks your body a bit differently. Oh no, yeah, in Japan, you're literally in the hot spring butt naked with everyone else. You're just butt naked and you're just like, ah, oh, okay. You do have to take a mini shower before going to the hot spring. That's just courtesy. That is courtesy. That's just like courtesy for not even Japan. That's courtesy for like any like Asian country that does it. You take a shower before going to a hot spring just to wash off the dirt and all that stuff. But it is nice. It is very nice. But that's just Asian culture. You're just butt naked in the freaking Asian. That's just like Asian culture in like a hot spring. That's like a Japanese thing, but that's also an Asian thing. Like literally, like when you go to a hot spring, you're just butt naked in there with everyone else. And that's the one time it's not gay. That's the one time it's not gay. You're just butt naked. You're just like, oh, okay. Just sitting there in the freaking hot freaking spa. It's not a spa, but like spring water. And it's like, ah, it's nice. It is very nice. I do like it. It is nice. It is cool. Yeah, you just cleanse yourself, right? Because yes, you do come in, you're dirty. You don't want to get your dirty gunk into the water to freaking, you know, dirty it for everyone else. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. How is hot springs in Japan with tattoo still? Are tattoos still banned in Japan because of the it's still affiliated with the Yakuza or no? Because I'm not sure, right? No, I do not have any tattoos. I just wonder because I know it's more accepting now, but I'm not 100% sure how far it is. Like, do they still say no to tattoos, or do you have to still put that sticker that covers your like wherever your tattoo is? Like, if you have a tattoo, you put that sticker that looks like skin to cover it. Depending on where it is. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Because I assume traditional bathhouses don't, if you have a tattoo, they don't let you in. Ah, yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong with a shower. Everyone loves a shower, right? Quick, efficient, fast, cleanses yourself. The problem is most people don't have like, you know, 30 minutes, an hour on hand to take a bath. So that's just how it works. I've never been to Japan, but I really like to go for a hot spring, but it's a long way there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. In the city, they got it covered. In the country, they don't have to. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But it's separated, right? So it's fine. You're fine. That's fine. Yeah, like... Japan is cool. Would like to go. Would like to go. 'Cause I would like to go, but the problem is I also like getting paid a lot. I can take PTO, don't get me wrong, you can take PTO, you can go to Japan. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I would really like to go to Japan without any stupid, freaking... I would say I want a decent amount of money when I go to Japan. And I am going to buy a lot of shit. I know that. I am going to buy a lot of stuff. True, Japan is really safe, right? It's very safe. I'm not going to say there's no children kidnapping, but there's less of it, right? You can't say there's none. Because saying there's none is like impractical. But it's just safer than most places in the world, right? There's very few places that are safer than Japan. The only place that I would say is safer than Japan would be freaking, what other place would be safer in Japan? Not Europe. Let me see. The safest place in the world is Iceland. Wait, really? Wait, is Iceland that safe? I did not expect Iceland to be the safest place in the world. Abba, hello, welcome. Yeah, it does cost a lot. Mostly now, if you want to go to Japan, it does cost a lot of money. It still costs a lot. To travel, it does cost a lot. Also, I hate traveling alone. And it's hard to get friends to travel with you. Because they're busy too, but yeah. Freaking, I did not know that Iceland was that safe. I know Iceland. Where's Iceland, by the way? I have American education system. Where in the world is Iceland? Where is Iceland? On a world map, where the heck is Iceland? Okay, if that's Iceland, where's Greenland? Oh, shit. Oh, there. Okay, there's Greenland. All right. Yeah, I don't know geography at all. I do not know geography at all. Ah, that's where Iceland is. Oh, that's nice. I love that Iceland is so small, but Iceland is technically Greenland, and Greenland's Iceland, right? Because when you go Iceland, it's supposed to have ice, but it's mainly green, and when you go Greenland, it's a lot of ice. The naming convention isn't the greatest there. Yeah, because a lot of Japanese places uses cash, and only the convenience store and all that uses cards. My throat. What the heck? I just noticed that I know I have 2 Pokewalkers somewhere in this house. I need to find both the Pokewalkers, or at least one of them to use. I don't know how to connect it again. I probably need to open it to replace the battery. If the battery's still working, I'll be so surprised. I assume the battery's dead. I wouldn't mind using a Pokewalker, but the problem is that I have, is there really a Pokewalker needed if you have an Apple Watch? Or a, what's it called? Yeah, no, if you have an Apple Watch, is there any reason for a I would really like to use a Pokewalker. But at the same time, I have an Apple Watch, so that literally does nothing for me. Yeah, it can connect to the I hope it can connect. If it can't connect to the 3DS, that's the worst thing ever. The problem is trying to find it somewhere in my parents' house. Like I know one Pokewalker somewhere in this house I'm living in. One Pokewalker somewhere in my parents' house. The problem is I don't know where both of them are. That is the biggest problem I have right now. I'm like, it's in some box, hidden away either in the garage or the basement or the freaking attic. I don't know. I literally don't know where. It can literally be anywhere at this point. And in freaking, I'm like, at this point, it's gonna be literally a gamble, right? I don't want to walk into a rat-infested room to freaking, and then come out with like 20 spider bites to find nothing. I can buy one, it's just expensive. I'd rather not. How much is it? Wait. How much is a Pokewalker? Well, you can get one for like $60. That's expensive as hell. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I remember, what was it, back in the day, you would buy the game and the Pokewalker. Wait. How much was Pokemon Heart Gold? I think it was 40, right? On release. How much was it on release? What was the retail price? $40, right? I think it was. It says $40 here. It says $40. I remember back in the day, no game was over 40, right? Like Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the Pokewalker is $40. Now the Pokewalker alone is like $70. Jesus. Holy moly. $40. That is something, right? That is actually something. 40 freaking dollars. Why is it so freaking expensive? Like, hello? I would like to, you know, play the game, please. I would love to actually use the stuff, but now the stuff costs like a freaking mortgage. It costs okay, not a mortgage, but like it costs so much. Why? Like it can connect to the 3DS, but I have to find it first. I don't know where I left it. Like what I have the games. Don't get me wrong. I have the games because I kept all the games in like a freaking in like the game case, right? So I know where all my freaking Game Boys, all that is. I just don't know where the accessory for a Pokewalker is. I don't know where I left a Pokewalker. I didn't put it in it because it was too big. Ah, God. It's so... Why is it so expensive? Thrasher, thank you for the raid. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing? Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the raid, Thrasher. Thank you for the raid. What are you playing? What were you playing, Thrasher? Hello. You're gonna probably make some fries later on, Ty. And then you're gonna have some mango chutney rice tomorrow again. Ooh, mango chutney rice. We do love that. But thank you, Thrasher. Thank you. What were you playing? Everything is expensive nowadays. No, 100%. Everything is so freaking expensive nowadays, right? Everything's insanely freaking expensive. Like, you want to get an old game. But all the old games you want to get, like, I prefer it to be not open, but if you want it not open, it's like hundreds of dollars now. Like, I want an unopened freaking Emerald copy. Like, unopened, sealed still. Emerald. Pokemon Emerald. But that shit is like $500 or something unopened. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not willing to pay that. I have Emerald, but I want like unopened Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby. Ah, I can't spend that. You are shiny hunting Dynamax Adventures and Shield. Let's go. Let's go. Dynamax Adventures. That's I think Sword and Shield. I think it's a base Sword and Shield to me. It's pretty dookie. But the Dynamax Adventure is the only thing that redeems it. Because it feels like an incomplete game without Dynamax Adventures. But Dynamax Adventures is one of the best things that Pokemon did introduce to me. I do like it a lot. Thank you, Thrasher. Thank you. I just looked up a Pokewalker. That's crazy. Yeah, it's around $50 for a one. I don't even know if it's working. $70 the average, it looks like. Like, if you want a Pokewalker. Like, holy, yeah. $100, yeah. Freaking, you want to unopen Pokemon Emerald? Because Pokemon Emerald is one of the most sought after games, right? Emerald unopened. An unopened Pokemon Emerald? There's no way, right? An unopened Pokemon Emerald is around $1,000. Are you serious? There's no way an unopened Pokemon. Oh my god, an unopened Pokemon's around freaking. Never mind. I do not want an unopened Pokemon Emerald anymore. $1,000. Unopened Pokemon Emerald. Okay, I love Pokemon Emerald. I'm not willing to drop $1,000 for an unopened Pokemon Emerald, right? There's just no shot. $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, $15,000. No shot. Nah. I have money. I don't have that money. I do not have that money. Like, I have money. I don't have that money. Holy shit. $1,000 to drop on. Yeah, no, I'm not that rich to drop on stuff. I'd rather freaking buy a lot of money. I'd rather literally just buy tons of money. Tons of money? I'd rather just buy tons of food. I also would like to buy money with money. That's also true. It's cheaper in Japan, but also more expensive since the working class. Okay, true. Fair enough. Yeah, like, you want to get an unopened Pokemon. Like, I want unopened Heart Gold Soul Silver. I want unopened Emerald. But at that point, you're scared that it's gonna be fake, right? Like, you're scared that it's fake because it's really easy to mimic the box and all that. Really easy. Like, if you have some knowledge on how it works, like, you can't use it one-to-one, but you can make it so similar, it could be undistinguishable by the human eye. Like, Jesus, man, that's so expensive. I can't believe people are paying that amount of money. Like, whew. If I had the money, would I spend it on it? I would have a room, but not a room of Pokemon. A room of just like... It would be more of an arcade room, right? I wouldn't want a room of like, just like... field stuff. Mine would be like more of an arcade style room. When I see someone have an arcade room, I'm just like, that's so cool. That's so freaking cool. Yes, it is a man cave. I do agree. It is a man cave. But goddamn, I love my man cave. My kids would love the man cave too. My kids would also love it. There's nothing wrong with playing Street Fighter or freaking Tekken on the old freaking on the old arcade machines. It's so fun. It's really fun playing freaking Tekken and all that on the old arcade machines. It's so good. Just replace, yeah, all you need to do is just replace the battery, right? which it isn't hard. Like, it isn't easy. Don't get wrong, it isn't easy. But you just literally, if you know how solder properly, you can do it. I don't know how to do it. I know people who can that will just do it if I ask them to. So yeah. Should I learn? Yes, but I'm like, if I get an unopened copy of a game, I'm not opening it. That's for display. I'm not opening that shit. Hell no. I'm freaking displaying that shit. Yeah, is it bad that I'm like locking the game away? Yeah, but it might be one of the last copies known to man. It probably is the last copy known to man. Jesus. Nothing, huh? Actually, nothing. Holy. Yeah, it does suck that the older games, you do need to, what is it? Actually just make sure everything works. Is that it? No, not really. Like, for an older game, most of the batteries are dead. And if you replace it with a battery nowadays, it'll last for like another 10, 15, 20 years. Which is really cool. I do like that, right? I do like freaking, I do like how the game battery just dies. It's good nowadays that we don't ever run into that problem anymore. I do like how the later Pokemon games, we don't run into the problem, right? Like, our battery doesn't die. Thank God it doesn't die. Because imagine if you, like, imagine if you play a game, right? Imagine if you play a game and your battery just implodes. Did my YouTube chat just freeze? Oh, it just froze. Okay, that's nice. That's great. I love when YouTube chat just freezes. Okay. But yeah, like, freaking, I love it. Yeah, my YouTube chat just froze for no reason. Okay, I love that. But like, I love the newer game in general that you don't need to replace battery. Yeah, now that they're making it that they can brick your game is unfortunate. I actually hate that. But people are gonna find their way around it, hopefully. People always will. That's how it is. No, my YouTube chat for me wasn't loading. Like, it was working for everyone else, but my YouTube chat wasn't updating for some reason. I just had to refresh the page. It's fine. We're good. We're Gucci. But yeah, an arcade room, with like some decorations, some like vintage Pokemon, old consoles, maybe even new consoles there, because the new consoles will become old too. The best console, my favorite console of all time is the PS2. The PS2 is my favorite console of all time. I think it's a lot of people's favorite consoles, to be fair. It's the most sold console in the entire world. I love the PS2. But like the GameCube, I know the GameCube is probably one of the worst Nintendo sold consoles, but the GameCube is such a good console. The regular Xbox and the 360, actually, both of them amazing consoles. The GameCube, the Wii was amazing too, right? The Wii was actually goated. Maybe the N64, but I played the N64, but not a lot. I didn't play a lot of N64. Like, from time to time, I would play the N64 back in the day. But it, like, my first actual console was a PS1. The PS1 was my actual favorite console. I love the PS1. Possibly one of my, no, it is my favorite console, right? My second favorite console is probably the PS1. And then the PlayStation 2. I never had a GameCube, but I know that I went to my cousins very often. And we played so many GameCube games. It was a very, very fun time. I enjoyed every freaking moment of it. It was amazing. It was a very, very fun and good time. Okay, great. I love not being able to do anything. And just sitting here, not being able to progress. You're gonna be making some udon with fried shrimp, bok choy, and some fish cake. Ooh, we do like our fish cake. Fish cake is really nice. What is fish cake made? What kind of fish? Is it pollock? Is that pollock or something, right? I forgot what the actual name was. I don't know what that fish is. Oh no, that's crab. That's crab. That's imitation crab. Never mind. That's imitation crab. Wait a minute. Imitation crab's pollock. I do like imitation crab. I don't know what imitation crab, like what type of meat it is, but goddamn, it's fucking delicious. I know it's not healthy for you, but I freaking love it. It's so tasty. Very unhealthy. The GameCube was a really good time on my cousin. I think the GameCube was really good after the fact, right? Because during the time, the GameCube did not sell well. From my knowledge, I know the GameCube didn't sell well. From what I saw in the numbers, the GameCube was probably one of the worst sold consoles that Nintendo ever had. It's just that because the GameCube, wait. The GameCube release. When did it release? 2001. Why did... Wait. PS2 release date. When did the PS2 come out? Oh, that's why. The PS2 released in 2000. The GameCube released in 2001. That's why the GameCube didn't sell well. That is why the GameCube didn't sell well. That makes a lot of sense, right? The GameCube literally came out at the worst time. Literally, the PlayStation dominated stores, right? The PlayStation was like the Wii, right? When the Wii released, every other console literally just took a back seat because the Wii sold so well. But it took the GameCube's failure for the Wii to succeed. So it took failure from the GameCube for the Wii to be successful. So we're happy about that. And it took the Wii U failures to make the Switch popular, right? Because the Wii U was the predecessor to the Switch because of the monitor freaking controller they had. It was pretty much, if you think about it, the Wii was just a Switch. If you think about it, the Wii U with the controller screen was just a Switch before the Switch. The Wii U was a failure, but it made the Switch what it is today. So we do need failures because the N64 was a success, right? The GameCube was quote-unquote a failure until later on. The GameCube became a... I think everyone loved the GameCube afterwards. But during the time, the GameCube was horribly sold. But we like GameCube afterwards. I love the GameCube. But I like the GameCube after. I know, I liked it during the time. But it's just I didn't have it, right? My parents were more a PlayStation. We didn't really have an Xbox. My parents were more PlayStation people. Because it was also, the PlayStation 2 was also a DVD player, right? So that also benefited a lot. That it was cheaper to buy a PS2 than it was to buy a DVD player. And the PS4 sold well because of the Blu-ray player too. PlayStation went up and there was a war against PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch came out, and yeah. Like, yeah, the PlayStation dominated. And then the PlayStation 2 dominated. And then we dominated. And then we dropped the ball for the PlayStation 4 to release. And then PlayStation 4 dominated. And then the Switch came out and that uber dominated. Nothing can compete ever since. And then now Xbox does not care anymore. PlayStation is trying its damn hardest, but with Nintendo exclusives, this is too good. You can't beat Nintendo exclusives. They're just too good, right? Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, Metroid. Freaking, even more titles. Like, there's too many titles that freaking Nintendo has under its belt, right? Animal Crossing, like, there's way too many that you can't beat it. If you can't beat it, might as well join your other competitor. Freaking Steam, Microsoft, and PlayStation just shook hands with each other, right? We all shook hands and like, well, I guess we're all playing games on each other then. We're all going to war. We need to unite our forces. That's literally what happened. We need to unite our forces to take down the Nintendo gods. We don't like Nintendo Monopoly because we've seen what happened when it monopolizes, man. The Switch 2 is an atrocity. Jesus. Bum 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 bada bum. Yeah, like the Switch 2 might be the equivalent to the Wii U. I think the Switch 2 will be the equivalent to the Wii U. It will be considered a failure. From what I think, it's going to be considered a failure. But I wonder what system Nintendo's gonna release next. Because the Switch 2 does seem like the epitome of console and handheld, right? I wonder what they have cooking. Because it's going to be absolutely insane, right? It's going to be really, really cool if it's really nice, but it's going to be bad if it fails. Or it might be good. Like what Meow said, can't beat them, join them. Because I hear Xbox games going to be on PS. Yes, yes. Every Xbox game is going to be on PS5. Xbox exclusive, right? It's going to be on Xbox 5. PS5. Steam is opening a store page so you can on Xbox that you can play Steam games on Xbox. And then it's gonna try to open the Steam game on Steam store on PlayStation to play Steam games on PlayStation. We hope that's the case, because if that's true, we will be able to play Xbox games and Steam and PlayStation games on PC. If that is true, we will be able to play them on PC. And if that's the case, then I'll happily wouldn't mind getting freaking playing GTA 6, right? If it happens in 1 year from today, we will be able to play GTA 6 on the PC, which will be amazing. I would love to play GTA 6 on the PC. Iron, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, if we're able to play Xbox and PlayStation games on the PC, that would be amazing. I would love to play GTA 6 on the PC. I would just like to play GTA 6 in general. I assume people already got into GTA 6. People guarantee to. Like, people are crazy for it. Makes sense. I would love to play GTA 6. A big fan. And about Nintendo, I don't know about it, but yeah, we don't know what Nintendo will do, but if Nintendo, they don't need it. We don't know what new console they'll release after the Switch 2. We'll never know, right? We actually don't know. But Nintendo's in a spot currently where they don't need to, they can be exclusively on their own platform. That's what Nintendo is about, right? They don't need to release it on PC. They don't need to release it for the other platforms. Because they know that they have so many great titles that, I hate to say it, every game they release has numbers, right? Like Scarlet and Violet is the second most sold game in the Pokemon game, yeah, of all time. So they know what they're doing. Pokemon, Mario, there's just so many freaking big names they can make. And then if they're bored, they can make Mother 3, Mother 4, Mother 69 for anything, right? They have so many options. Yeah, they don't need to share it. Nintendo does their prices, but sadly, Nintendo isn't the only... If you look at Nintendo, I hate to say it, if you look at Nintendo prices and you look at every AAA company, they're doing the same thing, right? It just sucks because Nintendo isn't the only company. We blame Nintendo for what they're doing, but we look at every other AAA title and they're doing the same shit. The only reason we're seeing freaking indie games do well is because indie games don't need to pay so much money, so they can keep their games low, thank God. Expedition 33 is the best example. Game of the year, by the way. Game of the year, Expedition 33. It's the best example of $40. Best game ever. Like, it's hard. It's just hard. It's really, really hard to compete with them, right? What's up, Ash? What's up? What's up? If I guess Switch 2 is because Pokemon ZA is raising their price, why are you getting a Switch 2? If you're only getting a Switch 2 for ZA, then you should not get a Switch 2. ZA is gonna be released for the regular Switch anyway. Like, yeah, there is better, but I'd rather wait for the Switch 2 to be more stable and to have like the Switch 2 like OLED or something. Because aside from VA, there's no point to get Switch 2. Absolutely no point. Like, I don't care about Mario Kart. I don't think anyone does. Every other, like freaking, if I'm not mistaken, the GameCube Switch games are gonna be for the Switch, also for the regular Switch. So I'm like, there's no point. Yeah, there's nothing the Switch 2 has that makes me want to go over. Like, the only reason I'll ever get a PS5 is for GTA 6, and there's no point for me to get I haven't owned a console since the PS4. PS4? PS3? No, PS4. Yeah, PS4. I haven't had a console. That's not a Switch, right? We had the Switch, we had that, of course. But before the PS4, we didn't really have I didn't get a PS3. Did the PS3 even sell well? Because I had a PS2 because the PS2 was a DVD player for my parents, and the PS4 was a Blu-ray player for my parents too, right? That's the only reason we had a PS4 too, because my parents are like, we need a Blu-ray player, and it's cheaper to buy a PS4 than to buy a Blu-ray player. Or it was not cheaper, but it was better because it was like $50 more, and it was on sale too. So we're like, oh, we get a PS4. But yeah, the PS5 has no benefit of me wanting a PS5. The Wii U is like, yeah. And the Switch is the only console like I technically need, right? I don't need any other console. Because like every other game that's released on any other platform is released on PC. Like 90% of games are released on PC. The only reason you have a Switch is because Switch is only released for the Switch. That's the why. A little bit unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. We are literally gonna keep climbing. Jesus. PS4 was a really good Blu-ray. I liked it for some anime games. The PS4, what games did I even have on it? I'm like thinking, what games did I play on my PS4? I don't think I played a game on my PS4. We have this... No, not really. I'm like, we have this, and I'm thinking, I'm like, we didn't really have, like... The PS4 was my parents, they had it. We got Skylanders for my little brother. Well, to be fair, the Skylanders, the first 2 games were really good, right? Skylander, whatever, and Skylander, the second Skylander was really good. And then all the figures. Skylander was a really good game. It just hit a point where Skylander was trying to go too close to the sun and try to cook up too much that they burned themselves. Skylander has such a big freaking Skylanders the reason Amiibos happened. I used to enjoy playing Skylanders with my little bro. It was so fun. It was a good freaking time. Skylander was great. It was a great game. Like, I was fucking 20, 18, whenever. I don't remember how old I was. I was still enjoying playing the game. I was like, damn, this is a kid game, but why is it so good? Skylander was a banger. I freaking love Skylanders. We're playing Skylanders on the PS4. Good times. There's, like, I literally, if you go back to my parents' house, there's so many Skylanders. Like, there's a ton of Skylanders in his freaking room. It's in a collection now, but it's a lot. Yeah, they, like, literally, Skylanders Icarus themselves. They went way too close to the sun and burned. Like, they were building a foundation, but I think they were building it too fast, and they were gambling too much in the Skylander basket that they just killed themselves. It was unfortunate because I think the first two games was good. I don't remember why. I know there's a YouTube video on showing why Skylander like killed itself, or why it the downfall of Skylanders, right? But I don't really remember the reason why that was. Their wax wings melted. Yeah. Their spiral wings melted and they freaking crashed and burned. Spyro went too close to the sun and killed itself. That is true. Skylander was such a fun game, man. I freaking love playing the game. It was so fun. Like, of course, I think Spyro, or not Spyro, Skylander was good with friends, of course. Like, I don't think Skylander is fun without, I think it's a really fun party game. Yeah, you can play it solo, but I think it's really boring solo. But yeah, it was so funny. It was so wonky, right? It was a new concept because you buy a figurine. Dude, they made so much money. You buy a figurine, or you buy the game, you buy the console, and you have to buy the figurines in either batches or like the rare figurines in like freaking in solo cases that were like, how much were base Skylanders? Like freaking 3 for $10. I think it was like 3 for 10 or 3 for 15. But those were like the base ones. There was ones that were like $5, ones that were $10, and the rare ones. Like, it was so good. Like, it wasn't gacha, but it was like, it's not gacha, but it was like, what was it called? It was, it's like buying, but it's not gacha, but it's like in-game purchases over and over and over again. Because if your kid sees a Skylander, they want it, and if they don't have it, they want it. How did they fail? How did Skylanders fail? Because I remember, like, literally, 10 years ago? Not 10 years ago. It was more like 8 years. Yeah, around 10 years ago, right? Skylanders were everywhere. Amiibos were trying to fight with them. Freaking Disney had their own thing. Marvel probably had their own thing too. Like, how did they fail? What's up, Al? How are you doing? How are you doing? Like, how did Skylanders fail? That's what I want to know. People forgot them because they got expensive? Oh, okay. That makes sense, right? Because Skylanders were pretty affordable, but that made sense. Like, freaking, it hit a point where Skylanders became, like, I remember I started seeing, like, $20, $30 figures. And I'm like, huh? Like, okay, it's cool that you're, like, 3 for 10, 3 for 15. 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. But I started seeing some that were like, that were game-changing, right? There were game-changing ones for like $30. Diddy Infinity, not Diddy Infinity. Jesus Christ, that sounds so bad. Yeah, Disney Infinity, right? Disney Infinity, a couple other ones, freaking Amiibo from Nintendo. All of them were trying to get a piece of the Skylander pie, right? But Skylander, I would say it was a bubble, right? The Skylander game was a big bubble, and once it popped, right? Once Skylanders fell, freaking Disney Infinity, what was it called? amiibos, they all died with it, right? The following year after Skylanders died, they tried to take the market. Like, you know, after Skylanders fell, the market's open, right? They tried to take what left of the market, like what left of the market there was, but nothing was left, right? They saw no profit and they're like, yeah, we're not making more of this. That it was really gimmicky. We got Mint in the beginning, the gimmick was cool, right? But I think the reason why it killed itself was because the other companies were making so many different type of like game figurines that it just made like it made what was it? It just made it irrelevant. That's pretty much what it was, right? No, amiibos are already dead. Amiibo isn't slowly dying. They're dead. Like, amiibos used to be freaking so big. They're dead. They've been dead since like 2019, 2020. They died. Like, COVID happened and they immediately died. Like, there was no marketing for them anymore. They're dead. Like, you collect amiibos just because they're amiibo characters and they cost like thousands of dollars now. It was too expensive, right? It was way too expensive. Yeah, that's why I assumed. Because it does make sense, right? The figurines, they can be $5 because of all, I guess they can be $5. I don't know how it's made, but to make profit, they need to make it like $15. But for $15 for one figurine, that's just way too expensive at that point. At that point, I rather literally just not play the game and just buy them. Like, you buy the game and you have to spend like a freaking hundreds of dollars on the figurines. People started noticing that. And yeah, you could use the old Skylanders in the newer games. Of course you could. But the biggest problem was that the newer games, you needed freaking the older Skylander or new Skylanders to make the game work. Like, if you don't have the new Skylanders, the game like feels janky. I remember why. Now I remember why, right? Without the new Skylanders, or some of them, the game would either be really hard, like almost impossible sometimes, or it would literally be not fun and really janky. Like, the game wouldn't work like it was intended to. The reason why the older old Skylanders work was because it was the first game. And then there were no new mechanics, all of them worked. And then the second game, it was still fine. But the further the game went, it required the new Skylanders so much that they didn't make the game fun if you're using old Skylanders. I remember why. It's just like every gacha game, right? FOMO. They're trying to cause FOMO, but the problem is, unlike freaking gacha games, there were no big titties freaking women out there, and the game is also for kids. Like, I think Skylander would have worked, but they marketed Skylanders toward kids, right? I think Skylanders would have worked perfectly fine if they marketed like freaking if they marketed toward like more adult, because they marketed toward kids don't have money, and then their parents aren't gonna buy them and the kids are gonna move on. That is what happened. Yeah. I miss the good old days where you can play sometimes play the console at the store, and then you it looks like they got rid of it. Oh yeah, when they had the console. There, if you go to Target sometimes, there might be a Switch console for you to play the demo. But like, yeah, they removed most of it, right? When you go to McDonald's, right? When you go to McDonald's and they would have a GameCube or they have an N64, they would have a console there at McDonald's for you to play. Yeah, it was kind of disgusting, but it was so fun. That was so fun. The good old days, right? The good old days. Where you actually had the console in a McDonald's for you to play. It gets fun, but it gets too expensive. People forgot. Zelda Amiibo at the card for $20. Never experienced Peak Skylander. I experienced Peak Skylander. It was so fun. Like, Peak Skylander was amazing. They just made the game for kids, and kids did not have enough money to buy it. Like, it is a god. It is like it's an online. It's pretty much a mobile game, right? Like Skylander is a modern day mobile game. If we think about it, Skylanders is a modern game, a mobile game. If you want to play part of the meta, you have to spend money. If you don't, then you're not gonna have a fun time playing the game. And if you, like, it's not free to play. Skylander is not free to play. That's the biggest problem. That's what it was called. I was saying demo kiosk. Oh yeah, demo kiosk. Exactly. The good old days. The days where we can actually play games. There's actually a good amount of games on there too. It was really nice. McDonald's, Burger King, all of them had them. Like Chuck E. Cheese even had them from, I don't remember. Maybe they did. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I've been to Chuck E. Cheese lately for my cousin's birthday. It's still fun. Don't get me wrong. Chuck E. Cheese is still fucking fun. Shit, man. I'm old as shit. Oh, I'm not old as shit, but I'm older. God damn, Chuck E. Cheese is still fun. It's small now. I won't lie. I remember Chuck E. Cheese being really, really big. It feels smaller now, but it's still really fun. Moving from Skylander, what other game defined your childhood? Oh, Skylanders didn't define my childhood. I'll just say that. Skylanders did not. I only played it because of my little brother, but it was a damn good time playing it. It was my brother's childhood. Not my childhood, but my brother's. But it was great. The game that defined my childhood was freaking Pokemon. Oh, that's what game defined my childhood. The game we're looking right here. Emerald was the game that defined my childhood for freaking 5-6 years. Ruby, technically, Ruby. But for like 10 years, it was Emerald, right? But if we're not talking about Emerald, I'm trying to think, what game aside from Pokemon, right? Because it was the biggest game I got addicted to. First game, right? The first game was, of course, the Mario game, but those weren't games I got addicted to. It was there, it was fun. Pokemon Ruby was the game that literally I got addicted to it for a very long time. It was Pokemon Emerald or Ruby into Emerald. For the PS1, PS2, I didn't really get addicted to that many games, right? There were the game series. Wait. Let me see if I can find the game. There was one game. Was it this? The game is literally called Star Ocean. It is a Japanese JRPG. It's a JRPG. Just imagine people going to space and traveling between worlds, and there's like 3 discs per game series, right? Like once you beat the first part of the game, you swap the disc, and the disc reads the save file for the first disc. Because back in the day, there wasn't enough data to store the game into one disc, so it was split between like 2 or 3 discs. And then you would keep playing the game there. It was really fun. It was really, really fun. Star Ocean was a very fun game. Star Ocean, it was Ruby. Star Ocean, Maple Story. Maple Story was my first. Was it Maple Story first or RuneScape first for me? I think it was RuneScape. RuneScape was the first game, but RuneScape, the game is fun just because it's really, RuneScape is fucking RuneScape, right? We gotta admit, RuneScape is fucking RuneScape. We love RuneScape, but my god, playing it nowadays is kind of shit if you don't pay money. RuneScape is pretty shit if you don't spend money. But RuneScape and then Maple Story. Maple Story was a big majority of my childhood. It was a very, very good game. All right. If you see the number we have, one more encounter will hit the 4 6s. It's not 3 6s, but it's 4. We're going to hit 4 6s here. We're going to hit 4 6s. Maybe if we get a shiny here, I'm not sure if I should be happy or I should be scared. Anything? All right, 4 6s. Woo! God, my God, holy. I'm only 16. Pokemon Breath, Sword and Breath of the Wild was defined for me. Sword and yeah, makes sense. Sword was a good. No, I'm not gonna say Sword was dog shit. I think Sword was shit. But that's just because I played the older Pokemon games. I think Sword was shit. Sword and Shield were probably one of the worst Pokemon games for me personally released. Thank God Scarlet and Violet is better, but if Scarlet and Violet didn't have lag, because of its lag, even though Scarlet and Violet is one of my favorite Pokemon games ever released, the lag did ruin it. It did ruin it. Wow, wait, no, we have to admit, Sword and Shield is shit. We can't even deny that Sword and Shield is pretty shit. Yeah, no, it's fine. We all can admit, even after no, you gotta admit, after playing Sword and Shield and then going to Scarlet and Violet, you're just like, you're like, yeah, wow, Sword and Shield, kinda dookie. You have to admit that. You're like, as much as I hate to shit on Sword and Shield because of your first game, you have to admit, you're playing Sword and Shield, you're like, oh, you're like, wow, this is, when you first play Pokemon, I will agree. When you first play Pokemon, Sword and Shield is amazing, right? The graphics, all that, amazing game. Pretty good, amazing game. But then you go to freaking Scarlet and Violet and you're like, wow, I can't believe Sword and Shield is kinda doo-doo. I love Scarlet and Violet. I love Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield wasn't a rush game. It was an incomplete game because they wanted to make money from the DLCs. Like, if you bought the DLCs, I think Sword and Shield becomes a good game. It actually becomes a good game. But it requires you to spend, well, when the game first released, like $40, right? Like $50 on the game, $40 on the DLC. I think it's $20 now, but it requires the DLC. That's the problem I have with Sword and Shield. Like with the DLC, it becomes good. I think the game becomes good. But without it, my God. I can't throw shade on my first Pokemon game, but it was absolute crap, yeah. Like, when you first play it, you beat it, you're like, it wasn't bad. I'm not gonna, like, if it's your first Pokemon game, it's not bad. And then you play the other Pokemon games, you're like, it's pretty bad. That's the problem. You're like, you start slowly experiencing the other Pokemon games, you're like, man, what the fuck did they do to Sword and Shield? How did it become this shit? God damn it. Game Freak rushed Sword and Shield. It's just like how Game Freak rushed Scarlet and Violet. Like, Scarlet and Violet is my one of my favorite freaking Pokemon games, but my God, because they rushed it, we saw what happened. Lag, horrible optimization, crashes, going through, like, freaking falling through the world. There's some funny bugs. Don't get me wrong, there's some funny bugs. But there's some, like, freaking game-breaking ones. Like, I think Sword and Shield is the only game that you play that can make you throw up, right? Like, if you have motion sickness, because of the lag, I remember my friend playing it, and he's like, yeah, after 30 minutes, I had to stop. When he was near the ocean, or near the, mainly for the DLC, or anytime he was in the water, he couldn't play it properly, because he's like, my Switch would lag, and it would make me throw up, which makes sense. Because we have to admit, every time you go near water, I don't understand how you literally make a game in... My favorite Switch game of all time is going to be Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is by far my favorite Switch game ever released. Breath of the Wild was amazing for me. I love Breath of the Wild. It's my favorite Zelda game ever. Breath of the Wild. How can you make a perfectly optimized game? Zero lag when you go near water. Like, amazing combat. But how do you literally make it when he's in water, there's no lag? Like, it runs perfectly, and then you run Scarlet and Violet, and then you see a pixel of water, and your Switch is like, nah, I hate pixels, fuck this, and it lags like no other. Like, hello? Yeah, if Nintendo didn't rush their games, they would make a perfect game. Sword and Shield weren't rushed though. Sword and Shield were not rushed. You cannot say Sword and Shield was rushed because we knew what they were doing, right? They could have released the DLC, but they wanted to make more money. Just like how Nintendo's doing it with the Switch 2. They want to make more money. God, We just want a good game. To be fair, that's why I love freaking indie games, right? That's why indie games are blowing up nowadays. Like the best game released this year, I keep saying it time and time again, Expedition 33. Players Expedition 33. I do love the backstory of Expedition 33. If you guys ever played Expedition 33, please YouTube Expedition, the story of Expedition 69. It's the funniest backstory in the world. I love Expedition 69. They're so funny. Breath of the Wild was peak. Yeah, no, Breath of the Wild was amazing. Breath of the Wild is the best game ever made. Okay, that's too much. But Breath of the Wild is the reason why Genshin Impact is the most played gacha game in the world, right? I have to pay respects to Breath of the Wild in that. Like, if you are a Honkai Star Rail, not Honkai Star, if you are a Genshin Impact player, you have to pay respect to Breath of the Wild. If you love Power World, you have to pay respect to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild cooks. Like, I've never... Breath of the Wild's combat is so fluid. Like, I play Tears of the Kingdom. I like Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just not into Tears of the Kingdom as much as Breath of the Wild. It's mainly because Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild came out when I had a lot of free time. I had so much free time. So I spent countless hours in Breath of the Wild. I don't have time. So I can't spend like hours on end on Tears of the Kingdom. I will like Tears of the Kingdom. I think Tears of the Kingdom is good. I just don't have that many hours in Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't beat it. By the way, I haven't beaten Tears of the Kingdom. I should. I just haven't. What's up, Gear? Hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? On Apple MacBook, the only games on Steam you can get are indie games. Oh, yeah. You have a Mac. Yeah, it's unfortunate, right? Because most games are... Because of the way Apple licenses their games, it's so expensive to make a game for Apple, right? To release on an Apple platform. Because to get a license just to release your game on every other platform is free. By the way, it's free or it's really cheap, right? You have to get a license that's like $1,000 or something. That's not, I was gonna say 180. It's like $1,000 license. And it's a year subscription. And I'm like, or something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers. But I'm like, yeah, that's why a lot of people don't make it for Apple. That's why you see games released on Android, PC, and every other platform. And then iOS people are like, and Apple people are like, so when can I play Valorant? When can I play Marvel Rivals? Can you play Marvel Rivals on PC? I don't, or on, not on PC. On Mac? I don't even know. Best games are Breath of the Wild, Legends Arceus, and Undertale. Breath of the Wild, I love, yes. Legends Arceus, I never finished. Yeah. I know I will like Legends Arceus, but I'm planning to beat it on stream. I'm planning to beat Legends Arceus on stream. I've had the game for ages. Don't get me wrong. I've had Legends Arceus since release. I never played it because I don't know why. If you ask me why you never complete it, I don't know. I don't know. I should. I'll beat it. I have till October 16th. When before ZA releases, I have until October 16th to complete it. All I need to do is complete Legends Arceus before ZA comes out. And once it does, I'm a happy camper. Go beat Tears of the Kingdom, it's so peak. Oh no, I will. Like, no, like, I have Tears of the Kingdom, I have Legends Arceus. The problem is, I don't play games off stream. Like if I'm not streaming, I don't play games, by the way. Like, oh no, I do from time to time. I've been playing TFT lately. Teamfight Tactics. For time play Marvel Rivals. I'm never gonna touch Marvel Rivals after the Jeff nerfs comes out, by the way. Jeff is getting utterly butchered, never touching the dog shit game again. But yeah, like, I play games off stream, but not that often anymore. Like, lately I've been playing TFT, but before that, like, literally last week, I didn't really, for like a month, YouTube. That's literally it. Don't play that much. I won the MacBook in a contest and it sucks. I don't use it. I use my normal laptop. No, 100%. Like, even though I think the MacBook is, I would use a MacBook for travel. Like, if I'm traveling for business trips or something like that, I would use my MacBook. But aside from that, I wouldn't really use a MacBook, right? The MacBook is really good for editing. It's really good for travel. It's really good for cases because if I do any business stuff, I have my phone is, I have an Apple phone, so connected to it, I can message through that. But aside from that, yeah, like if I'm regularly using it and I don't go on business trips, I'd rather just use a PC. I only use a MacBook if I'm going to a business trip, like traveling. That's the only purpose. I'll never use it otherwise. Like, that's the only purpose. Like, I think I would rather use a MacBook for school. Like, if you're going to school, if you're in college, I'd rather use it because it's easier. If you have an iPad, you can use it too with the keyboard. But like, either or. But aside from that, yeah, because freaking MacBooks are really thin, really, what's it called? Light. Rather than a chunky laptop that weighs like 20 pounds. Or 10 pounds now, maybe? I don't know. I haven't beaten Arceus, but I beat the story, but you haven't beaten other story to catch everything. Oh no, 100%, right? We have to 100% the game. We have to 100% Legends Arceus. That's what I'm aiming to do. Legends Arceus is one of my favorite games that I never played. No, I wouldn't say I never played. We've caught in the shiny Ponyta, and then I never touched the game again. If I do play Legends Arceus, we're starting from the beginning again. I haven't played it in so long, I don't remember shit. I don't remember anything. Yeah. Steam has, like, indie developers been cooking a lot lately. I think the biggest games in the world currently are indie, right? Or a lot of popular games. Like, Hades was one of my favorite games ever. Even though I cannot play Hades, I can play Hades pretty much in long hours. You only can play it in like 30-minute spurts. Because the last time, if you guys remember, the last time I played Hades for like literally 4 hours, my finger was hurting. My thumb and my index finger were in utter pain. I played for 4 hours straight on stream to beat the game. Like, I would never do that again. Like, the next day, my finger was still in pain. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't play Hades. Like, Hades is the first time I'm like, wow, I never had this much finger pain before. Hades is the only game where I'm like, yes, you are a game that I think one of the best indie games ever created. Hades is amazing. It's a roguelike, amazing roguelike game. Great game. Hades 2 too. We beat both Hades 1 and Hades 2. Amazing game. Oh my god, my freaking hands. They hurt afterwards. They're in pain. I was just like, my hand. The pain. Hades, Dead Cell, and Binding of Isaac are some of the favorite indie games because of the roguelikes. I played a bit of Binding of Isaac. I see why it's fun. You need to invest so many hours in it, which I'm like, yeah, no, but I see why it's fun. I see why. I like watching people play Binding the Isaac because it's funnier. But I don't want to play it because I need to spend like 1,000 hours and I'm not willing to spend 1,000 hours. Even I probably should. I think Binding the Isaac would be more fun than what I'm doing right now. Like, this is just a just chatting stream. I'm not even paying attention to the stream. If I miss a shiny, I wouldn't be surprised. But this is more brain dead. I do like playing games where I go brain dead, and it's probably why I lose most of my nuzlocks, because I zone out and then everyone dies and I'm like, oh, how I lose my nuzlock? I don't know how. No, I exactly know how. Cookie Rogue is the best roguelike game I ever played. Can I say that? No, Hades is probably my favorite roguelike game. Oh, Expedition 33 is also a roguelike game that I like too. Cookie Rogue is one of the better ones. Yeah, Cookie Rogue is one of my favorites. All right, thank you, Ash. Thank you. It's totally fine. Thank you for coming. If you get a shiny, you're going to play, or just I got one and I leave the game. No, if I literally get a shiny, I'm literally saving and never touching this game again. And then I will literally not touch the game for like a long time. And then maybe a couple months. And then we'll come back and start the run, right? Because I think the game is literally freaking taking the shit off me. It's actually just trying to piss me off. So you know, if a game pisses you off, this is what I'm saying. Like, if a game pisses you off and you love the game, right? Just take a break. You take a long break from the game, you come back and you enjoy playing the game. That's what I do with all my games, right? I remember freaking Fortnite, League, Valorant, TFT, Marvel Rivals. Like, you don't... If I stop enjoying a game, I don't play a game if I start hating it, because I will hate the game. So I just stop. Just stop the game. Take a long breather. Give it a middle finger. And then literally just sit back and don't play. And then when I come back, usually the game is fun again. If it's not, well, I'm going on a longer break. That's pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes. I literally don't want to lose like brain cells playing a game. Or then I don't want to freaking go crazy. So yeah. We're gonna stop at 7,000 today. We'll stop at 7,000. We have a couple more. Like, I freaking think that certain companies used to make really good games. I used to love Halo, right? Halo, Call of Duty were amazing games back in the day. We all remember freaking Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Warzone, the OG freaking Halo 1, 2, and 3. Amazing game. And then for some reason, they just butcher it. Like, we've seen what happened. They went from Halo, all the devs went to freaking Destiny. And then Destiny was really good, and they just killed Destiny. Like, I don't know why the Bungie really loves killing their games, right? They make a golden egg. Their egg literally gives them money. It's a golden goose egg that prints them money. And for some reason, they just shit on the egg and then break it. And I'm like, how the egg was unbreakable, but they find a way not to just break it, turn it to shit. And I'm like, huh? Like, I didn't think it was possible. Like, I didn't think it was possible to make freaking... Oh, I knew Halo. Like, Halo, Halo for, because Halo and Call of Duty were competing against each other, right? Halo was the most popular game. We have to agree that back in the day, during the era of Halo 1, 2, and 3, Halo 1 through 2 and 3 were more popular than Call of Duty. The reason why people say Call of Duty is more popular is because Call of Duty had a bigger lifespan. Like, throughout the whole game, they had more popular games, right? Like, Halo took the crown. Wait, Call of Duty came out first, right? Halo, give me a sec. Release date was 2001. Call of Duty... 2000... No. When did it release? When did the first Call of Duty release? It was 2003, it looks like. Alright, so Halo came out first. It dominated for a majority of that era, right? A majority of the Xbox freaking to 360 a bit. But then Call of Duty Halo just dropped the ball, and Call of Duty took it to, like, I would say from 2004 competing with Halo, then all the way to like 2014. I would say 2014, 2012, 2014. Like the good Call of Duties, and then they just dropped the ball after 2014. It's just like WoW, right? It's just like World of Warcraft. Like World of Warcraft, the golden age of World of Warcraft was pre-2014, 2012. And then once they just also dropped the ball too. That's pretty much how it works. Same thing with Overwatch. Peak Overwatch was during freaking 2014, 2016, and then they just dropped the ball. And then now they have a resurgence. And then because they dropped the ball because Marvel... the only reason freaking Overwatch came back is because Marvel Rival dropped the ball. Like, if Marvel Rival didn't drop the ball, Overwatch would be the most played freaking... Overwatch would be dead in the waters, right? But because it dropped the ball and literally gave it back, like literally guaranteed next patch, I think 30% of the player base is gone. Like, I guarantee 30% of the player base in the next Marvel Rival patch is gone. Like, that's pretty much how it is. That's pretty much how it is, right? Marvel Rival is dead in the next freaking, not dead, but like 30% of the player base will be gone. Because 30% of the player base, if the people don't, or 20 or 30% are Jeff. Love playing Jeff, by the way. So, if you're gonna get destroy Jeff, like 30% of the player base is gone. Wait, what happened to Marvel Rivals? So if you guys, if you don't know, if you remember, Marvel Rival was doing very well. It was killing Overwatch. Overwatch released Overwatch 2, pretty much Overwatch 2, but I'm gonna say Overwatch. Overwatch released a patch that pretty much made the game fun again, right? It brought the excitement back to the game. And then at the same time that they did that, Marvel Rivals had a problem that they came out and freaking all the supports were like, everyone was raging that supports take no skill, and it caused a support strike, right? And then it caused a lot of players to leave because the dive meta. What happened was divers were so prevalent in the game that it made supports have a problem. People were complaining that supports are easy, support is shit. Every player that was a DPS main swapped to support to show them what's up. And then they found out, oh shit, with the diver meta in place, they can't even play the supports properly. So a lot of the player base left because the game didn't become fun at that point. With the next patch, they are utterly butchering Jeff. And if you don't know, Jeff is the most popular character in the game. So 30% of the player base is gone. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, Overwatch. I'm just gonna say Overwatch. But Overwatch 2 is fun again. And because of that, Jeff, 30%, you know, I would say 30% is not a lot, maybe 15 to 20, but I'm gonna say 30% because it's more funny that way. But because they're actually just killing Jeff with the next patch, they're reworking him and saying that he should not be a DPS, he should be a healer, even though in their words they said that strategists should have different ways to play. And then they're like, he should not be doing damage, so they reworked him to a point where he should be a healer. But the difference between last patch and this patch, he does less healing than he does pretty much. He does less healing. He has less survivability, and he cannot go underground for more than 6 seconds. So people are like, Jeff is actually just dead here. Like, they actually killed Jeff. It's actually so funny. Like, I'm pretty sure in the following weeks, if they keep going with this, the player base for Marvel Rivals are going to keep going down. Because Valorant already has a place in the League has a place. Fortnite has a place. Overwatch literally took back the crown. If you go to the category of Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, Overwatch has a bigger player base right now. And before, we saw Marvel was top tier player base, amazing players, and Overwatch was almost dead. Right now, Overwatch has more players, and Marvel Rivals, it's like literally, it's not struggling to stay alive, but in the next coming patches, if they don't do anything about the dive meta and about pretty much the dive meta, and I hope they revert Jeff, a lot of the player base will be gone. Yeah, pretty much they made Marvel Rivals. They had the golden platter, right? Marvel Rivals had the golden platter. It was almost impossible for them to throw. Like, it was almost impossible for Marvel Rivals to throw. And for some reason, they found a way to throw. If you played during season 0 and you remember how strong Hawkeye was, and Hawkeye and Hela were, Hela got buffed, Hawkeye got buffed. Hawkeye can stun now, by the way. So, Hawkeye can stun now. He got buffed. He can one-shot you again. And Hela got buffed. If you remember season 0, Marvel Rivals, where they were dominating rank, yes, we are gonna be dealing with that shit again. Oh, and you know what's worse? The dive meta is still there. Oh, they nerfed freaking Spider-Man? Great. Freaking Venom and everyone else got buffed. Spider-Man still is good. I love you, Marvel Rivals, but god damn, you guys don't know how to balance your game at all. Like, Marvel Rival, like, the role is called strategist, but they're making every strategist play the same. And then, oh, we want all of you guys to be healing bots. And I'm like, huh? They're called strategists. They're not called healing. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, freaking Rocket, you're a heal bot now. He was a heal bot before, but you can play him aggressive. You could, actually. Like, the top Rockets in the world were playing him, like, in the middle to the front line because his damage was actually really good up close. Oh, let's just nerf him, make him a heal bot. Oh, Adam Warlock? Well, you know what? He was already shit. Let's break his ankle. Oh, Jeff, he had a unique style? Unique playstyle? Let's make him a heal bot. It's like, okay, great. Cool. Like, at worst, if they nerf Loki, people are gonna even go off. Like, Loki is the only strategist that actually plays differently, and if they nerf that, holy shit. Like, I think Overwatch 2 now, I played it like literally last week, and it's actually really good. I think Overwatch 2 is actually really good now. It's much better. It's in a much better place than Marvel Rivals currently. I love Marvel Rivals, but the way they update their game pisses off their player base. No, not over 7,000, please. For the love of God, not over 7,000. Not over 7,000. I can't believe Overwatch had a breath of fresh air. Like, how is that possible? Like, I thought Overwatch was dead. I thought Marvel Rivals, I thought I could come back to Marvel Rivals and have fun with it. But now that they're killing my favorite character, I'm like, I don't have, like, the only reason I play Marvel Rivals, if you guys were on the stream, all I play was Jeff. I was a Eternity Jeff player. I hit Eternity playing Jeff, and mainly Jeff. Of course, I could play every other support of the game. I could play Emma, I could play Cloak and Dagger, I could play freaking Sue Storm, I could play Rocket. I had multiple supports in my back pocket. I could play most of them. But, I would say 99% of the time I was playing Jeff. I had some tanks, I had some DPS I could play. I'd rather just play tank. But, I'd rather just play tank over DPS, but yes. But, like, I think 90% of my playtime was Jeff. I think a majority of people are Jeff mains. Like, if I remember correctly, Jeff had a 15% pick rate. Or 20%, which was the highest pick rate out of every character. If you nerf Jeff, you're killing 15% of your player base. Like, they're not even nerfing Jeff, they're remaking him into a horrible character. Oh god, we are so close. This is gonna be 69-69. if we close our eyes, technically, it will be 69.69, right? Oh my god, it's gonna be over 7,000. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. Oh my god. I only see if you close one of your eyes, technically, it is 69.69. So, you know, I hate to say it, but this shit might be 69.69. Give me a sec. Oh my god, it's 69.69. Oh my god. It's 69.69. Holy shit. Did I manually change that? No. I didn't manually change that. Somehow, you know, it's supposed to go by 6, but somehow it hit 69.69. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened. You know, sometimes it wants to do what it wants to do. And watch this. Oh, well, I guess I click it again. I guess, you know, I guess 69.69 is divisible by 6. You know, I guess it's divisible by 6. Oh, who knew? Who knew? Yes. God freaking damn it. Jesus Christ. 69.69 is divisible by 6. That's just a proven fact. That's straight up just a proven fact. Oh, this game is so tilting. This game is actually so tilting. I can't believe I'm going over 7,000, ain't I? I'm actually going over 7,000. That's insane. I'm so close. Please. Please find it. Under 7,000. Game. Don't do this to me. Oh, you're doing this to me. Oh, they're doing this to me. Oh, it's gonna be over 7,000. This is a game. This is definitely a game. I love the game. It's so fun. Look at that. Wow. We're actually over 7,000. I'm so dead. I'm actually so dead. All right, we'll do a couple more. We'll end it after. I can't believe it. We're actually over 7,000. I didn't think it was possible. I thought we would get in or... Oh, I double clicked by accident. Oh, well, this will count as the next one then. I can't believe it. Jesus. Hey, Pokemon. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Jesus. Holy. Yep. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, this will be the last one. We'll end it off this. Let's end us 70-20. 70-20 split. 10 split in freaking insanity. I'm going insane. Okay. The game is absolutely not synced. Okay, perfect. Please end it off with a bang. Bang! Bang? Okay, great. We're done. We're so done. This game's so tilting. We're so done here. Holy. Alright, I think I'm done for today. I think I'm done. Jesus Christ, this game really wants to rail me. Oh my god. Alright, I guess we'll be back tomorrow, right? I will be back. I'm not sure if I want to continue the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Nuzlocke, or just Brilliant Diamond Shining Nuzlocke, right? If not, I'll find out what to do tomorrow. But I'll be back tomorrow. Not really sure what we're playing, but we'll find out, right? All right, now everyone, peace out.